Hey everybody, welcome to the stream.
I'm not ready.
I, uh, I am number one producer, Brad WOTO, and these are my fellowship of Fimbulwinter, the crew of the Fimbulwinter. Hello, crew of the Fimbulwinter.
Hello.
We actually had a
Wow.
Fimbulwinter mention. Someone what was it that mentioned it? Was it written on a piece of on the scroll?
Yeah,
or
it's Doctor.
That was great.
Dr. Fimbulwinter. It's there.
Dr. Fimbulwinter.
But I wanted to do it
No,
like
it
'cause
was in the book.
it was in the book because that's that Family Guy joke where he's sat in the cinema and they say the name of the film in the film. And he's like, "Ha! They said it! They said it!" I wanted to do it, but I was like, "No, I already ruined enough scenes." Welcome to the show, everybody. In Das Chat, over there. I don't know where you are. No one cares. I actually hate it when streamers do that and they're like, "Oh, you're over here and you're over here." It's like, I can't see what you see. Shut the fuck up. Sort your own screens out. Entertain me in other ways, streamer. Useless bastard. It's usually always Bobby.
Whoa.
But the thing is, I literally don't care. So that's what's the beauty.
I know. I very much enjoy your stream, and I am lying. Everybody subscribe to Iron Chef Bobby Flail.
I like going to Bobby's stream and riling up his chat.
Oh, I
He
do
does
that shit to
He does it
everyone
so
though.
easily. He just shows up in my chat. I'm like, "That's Peachy, get him!" It works every time.
Sick
man.
'em boys.
Get him.
To be fair, it's the same for like any of Brad's chats. You just bring up like which Final Fantasy is the best Final Fantasy.
Mate, I do it every fucking person's stream. But I go in
It's
and say
4,
something like
obviously.
insanely controversial. I'm like, "Hey,
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 13 was the best one," and then I leave knowing that I've left this horrific flame war behind me.
His tactic.
You
Final Fantasy
basically
tactics,
just like
best
pour
one.
gasoline all
Final
over the
Fantasy
chat and
Tactics
throw a
was
match
great.
into the air.
It was great though.
It was
really
great.
That's my favorite.
Tactics
It's
is
most
amazing, yeah, but it's a
Tactics is-
difficult,
it's-
meaty steak to get through. That's the problem.
Meaty.
I'm not going into this. I will one day start a Final Fantasy podcast, which is just me talking to someone about their favorite Final Fantasy for 2 hours, because it's just one of those conversations that just goes on forever.
That lasts.
Ban me. I broke my
So
own rule.
pathetic.
Anyway, how are you all doing? You had a great week. Let's just introduce some people. Let's start with Iron Chef Bobby Flower. How's your week been, bud?
It's
Bud?
been really great, buds. Been playing a lot of Mass Effect. I'm completely hooked on Mass Effect. Like, more hooked than anything. I'm playing a Renegade run. I'm playing like the most evil asshole version of Shepard that you can play throughout the whole series, and it's really interesting. And you'd be surprised how many people have never seen that. Like, most people that come in, they only have ever played it on Paragon, but play the light side. But no, I can't wait to play today. Bjarni is locked up on a ship, and it's gonna be fun because
It's gonna be
Oh shit! Yeah, I forgot about that.
interesting.
I forgot about that too.
I got magic spells, and that's really helpful.
I got strength stats.
I have non-magic spells, so that's pretty good.
I mean, I'm just gonna sit out because I'm totally in a comfortable position, and you guys can just figure out your way out.
I think
You're
I'm
just
in a
gonna, like,
barrel.
sit down and like just sip on some fucking tea or
That's the
something.
plan. Just sit there and drink tea and see
Read
if you
your
guys can
books.
solve your problem.
Yeah. Talking of not doing anything and sitting out, it's the person who was exactly saying that, distracted.
Hi,
How you doing?
I'm doing good.
What you've been doing this week? Tell me.
I've been playing a shit ton of.
You said you were playing your own shit. You were like, I'm
Well,
playing games I want to play this week.
Well, that's the thing, right? Like, it's one of those things where I think I've been playing games that I wanted to catch up on. So like, I played through Neo last week, and now I am playing through Bloodborne, and we're on like the last 3 bosses, whatever left, and I'm almost done. But it's one of those things where it's like I should just be playing XCOM or Blood Bowl because those are the things that work. But I just want to finish this first. You know,
Yeah.
like I just
It's
want
like a
to finish
hangnail.
first.
You've got to do it now.
Yeah, like I have to finish it now.
I've started, so I'll finish.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
Bloodborne
it's been
is.
fun.
I actually did the final boss of Bloodborne on a stream. I streamed that shit, and it was the worst. It was so difficult to do. I was so tired, and I just kept trying and failing, and eventually I gave
the
up.
last boss of the DLC is a fucker and a half. Like I cannot beat him. He is really hard.
I never did the DLC. I
Um,
just mean whatever his name was.
Yeah, Orphan of Coast is the worst. And then I mean there's Gurman after that, but he's pushover by comparison.
German. That was his name.
Gurman.
German is a German. Talking of Germans, how you doing, Pony Punch? How's your week been?
Yeah. It has been so good.
That good.
It's been good. I'm trying to make up funny Snapchat stories. I don't know what kids relate to, so.
I know, right?
Snapchat is the way
Driving
to relate.
snowmobiles.
How do you even do the Snapchats?
I'm trying to think of something funny.
I think they like the maymays and the rollerblading.
How do you do a mail on a Snapchat?
Do one now and do a Snapchat story
Yeah,
now.
Snapchat your story right now.
Okay, I'll do it. I'll Snapchat. No, my phone has 1%. No.
No,
Sorry, not gonna happen.
no children, no Snapchat
No.
for you tonight.
And no, but I've been riding snowmobile in the Swedish beautiful snow.
You have a snowmobile? What the fuck?
You know, I
Most
live in
Swedes
like an
got
old
them.
What?
hotel.
Really?
I live in a huge hotel that my cousins bought.
Of course you
Really?
do. I'm not
Live in
even
a castle?
surprised. Like I don't
A
even know why.
hotel in your cousin's butt? What?
That's exactly the type of
Get better
thing
headphones.
that I would expect from you. I used to know a guy that was part of this program in London. Maybe two people actually, where they kind of just let you stay in like these abandoned buildings while they're renovating them or before they renovate them or something. I can't remember what it was called. But he stayed in all these fucking crazy places like hotels and abandoned office buildings. So he just had like, imagine like an office building, just a huge floor, and like that floor was his, and it was just one singular huge room, and he had like a bed in there and a desk and shit. And then and then they eventually, because the building would be to let, but nobody would be using it. So then they'd rent the building out, and then they kick them all out and move them into like a library that's not being used or something. It was like really weird and kind of cool and extremely cheap. I just assumed that's what you were doing, but you're not. You actually own a hotel, The Shining. You're gonna
No, we're
die.
only 3 people in a hotel. I have like a huge hotel. Never mind.
Is that because you were 60 when you moved in, and all the ghosts have been steadily picking you off week by week?
Do you run up and down the halls?
Yes.
On a little tricycle, being chased by twins. Charlie Tilla Sega, Sega.
How big is your house?
Thanks. I don't live in a house. Not anymore. I wish.
She lives
I
in her
kind
own
of live in
pocket
an
dimension.
apartment. Well, hi, I'm Charlie, and I'm gonna be the DM for this.
Take
For
over.
this-
In
this-
fact, go. From now on, this is your show.
Didn't Peachy? Did you have your thing yet?
Oh yeah, Peachy doesn't get one.
Did you forget Peachy?
Yeah, I did this on fucking
forgot
Star Wars as well. On Friday, I just randomly interrupted and overtook
funny.
Henley's stream and was like, fuck, Peachy don't deserve it.
There's only 2 other
PG.
people.
Peachy, you may speak.
No, I think
I'm
it's
gonna
because he was
decide.
late. That's why he doesn't get to go.
Yeah.
Oh.
Peachy's used his time up. Subscribe to youtube.com/PeachyPixel YouTube. YT? Is that it?
No.
Fuck you.
Let him
I don't know what it is.
What is he playing?
Let the man speak.
It's fine. Let's move on. Nobody wants to follow me anyway.
Peachy Pixel 8 on YouTube, everyone. Go there for the clickbaits.
Also, I'm Swedish.
He's also.
No,
Swedish.
you're not.
He's not
You can't
Swedish.
say
That's
that if
clickbait.
you're not
That's-
Swedish.
That's the clickbait right there. To see
Yeah.
It's so effective.
I'm gonna watch it in rage if that's the title. Like, not.
Peachy, make a
All
video
right, all
for
right,
you.
all right.
It's called
All right,
I'm
we
Swedish.
we're
It's
already late.
the
We're
next one.
already late. Okay, so last time on Fimbulwinter, what were you guys doing? You were
We just
On a
don't
boat.
know.
We're on a boat.
you
We
were
just
on a
got
boat.
on a boat.
You left the library that you had burned down pretty much. You found a book where it said that Fimbulwinter will come.
Roll credits.
Yeah, exactly. You found some kind of sacrificial bowl, and both Killian, oh god, I forgot your Ash.
Ash.
you saw a vision of some sort of well of some sort, and Bjorn, you had a vision of two people, which you don't know who they are. Anyway, you learned about that they were going to attack Farum, which is Bjorn's village in Midgard. So you set out to head over there as fast as you could before someone could get there and attack them. And you managed to get yourself onto a boat. However, this is a slave boat that is supposed to be sent to the Silver Islands. And it didn't go well for everyone. Bjorn and Carcer, you were taken prisoner. While Sven, Ash, you just walked on. And Rook, you snook on and managed to not be seen.
Correct.
Peachy PewDiePie. Okay, well, let's continue. So, Carcer and Bjorn, you stand there on the ship and you have to leave your weapons. They kind of pat you down for any like other concealed weapons. Do you have any concealed weapons on you?
I don't have any weapons because it's actually an instrument.
Well, yeah, but it looks like an axe.
It's highly stylized.
Very
I do have 2
stylized.
throwing axes as well.
Well, they're taking them as well. Bjorn, do you have anything else on you that will be of
Weapon-wise,
danger?
No, just the warhammer.
All right. So 2 of the guards, they kind of hold you very tightly. They open the door to the 2nd floor, and they lead you down. You see the crew's quarters just briefly before they further lead you to this. They open a hatch. They lead you down. And as they do, you descend further into darkness. It takes a moment for your eyes to kind of adjust, but first the smell hits you. It's a scent of murky wood and the pungent smell of sweat. Many people huddled together. You need to duck down when they lead you further down. And it can only be described as a storage room, but it's overcrowded with people. They're chained down to their assigned sections on the floor. Men, women, and even children of different origins are huddled together in the dark. And most of them are wearing stained and torn clothing, hanging to their very, they don't look starved, but they've definitely lost some weight. The guards kind of shuffle you up, and they lead you to a kind of empty space. You're not even sure if you can fit here, but they push you down.
The whole time I'm getting pushed, I'm literally like, I'm probably taller and bigger than most of the people that are pushing me. I'm literally just looking at them in the eye, and my mask, I guess, is sort of around my neck is like a handkerchief, and I'm so scarred up, but I'm just looking at them dead in the eye with like wide-eyed with the biggest old grin, showing full teeth, like the whole time I'm getting pushed or moved around, just staring at this guy.
He's getting very uncomfortable, but he feels pretty secure because there are more people upstairs. They just sit down.
He sees all. And I sit down.
Yeah, they're all talking. This is where they're taking them to the mines. So they help you to sit down, and they will clasp a bunch of iron cuffs on both of you. And all of these cuffs, they're like sitting together. And there's like one, like what would you call it, like a nail sitting, so you can't really stand up correctly. You are seated next to a very dark-skinned boy. It looks kind of like an elf. He's got light hair, kind of shoved back. You sit, and to the next of you, Baronet, this seems to be a Nordic man. He's got quite light hair, kind of in tassels hanging down. He's just kind of staring down at the floor. And next to you, Carcer, is the drow and an old man. They don't say anything. They just kind of look down. You hear the breathing of many souls kind of going in and out as the ship creaks.
Are there slavers still in here, or is it just all slaves?
It's mostly just slaves. The guards, they look around, they kind of kick one of the slaves as they kind of huddle together, and then they go up the stairs again and shut the hatch. Boom. And again, it becomes very dark. There's just small streams of sunlight kind of coming in through the cracks, but not more than that.
The instant they leave, I'd like to get a little bit angry and break my manacles.
Sure. Make a strength check.
18.
It's a save. Oh well, it doesn't matter. Okay. You try to kind of channel your anger into kind of shaking these manacles off you. The people around you, they kind of look around like, you should be quiet. Don't do that. And after a while, maybe they've been loosened a bit, but you don't think by just pure force you'll be able to kind of like shake them off you.
Try Carcer. Carcer,
What?
try again. And I'm gonna bow my head and I'm going to bless him. So he gets an extra D4 on his strength save, but I'm just gonna bow my head and Odin grant him strength in Nordic.
Oh, should it be athletics, Charlie? Is that what I should have rolled? Strength.
Strength. You can roll athletics if you want to.
And I get a D4 on this.
Is that a 20?
Yup, 24.
All right. As you see kind of almost you see bruising from where you tried before. You get even angrier and you go from like down and it's almost like you're gonna power lift something and you heave it up. And as you do, you see as the small nail holding like the manacles down, it just flies up.
It worked, Carcer. He's
So-
watching over us.
Your hands are still tied together, but the chain holding you to the floor is gone. It's not sitting like tight anymore. Yeah.
Well, you may want to fucking turn away sometimes, you know what I'm saying?
You idiot. So is the chain broken now?
The chain is broken, like he's not fastened to the floor anymore, but he's still like his hands are still together.
Okay, and that chain was his own chain. Like that wasn't like one chain that was kind of.
Yeah, your chain is probably also like it's loose, but it's like it's connected to the person next to you.
Okay, I'm gonna try and snap mine as well after seeing him do that, and that bless is up to 3 people, so I guess myself and him would be
Okay.
blessed. And that's
I'm gonna
athletics.
help him do it.
Okay, you get advantage because he's helping you.
Okay. And that's athletics, right? Yeah. Plus the D4. 19.
19. Well, as you're both kind of helping each other to get yourself off these chains, you as well, Bjarne, you do the power lift and you shake these kind of chains out of the ground. You're still tied together. And as you're kind of trying to get loose, you hear the boy, "Oh, you shouldn't do that. They're going to punish everyone."
Well, how about we just all be free?
But if you're free, I mean, they're come down here again.
Good.
I calm down a bit. Don't worry, they won't even know.
But they come down like every couple of hours, and then they see everyone who's not been in their place, and then they would just punish them along or throw them off the ship.
Do you want to see a magic trick?
the drow boy, he kind of looks up at you with big eyes. He looks kind of scared. He's very unsure about you two.
I just sit down and move my hands like close to the floor, so it just looks like I'm still attached.
That's very smart.
Magic. Bugger.
What are you
Alright.
doing, Carcer?
Always showing him magic tricks, isn't it? I think we're all gonna die.
Here's some magic. And I snap my finger and I say light in Nordic and just I cast the light cantrip, just really faintly, and just like I'd say my hand starts glowing. It's pretty neat. Hey, I don't need it. I can see in the dark anyway.
You hear the man next to you, Bjarne. He's the Norse one. He looks up. You're not like one of these people.
Like who, brother?
You're not from Illyria, are you?
Do I look like I'm from Illyria? And I dig my Thor's hammer chain out from underneath some of my shirts and just kind of.
I would show mine too, but they took it when they brought me on board.
Listen, Thor is always with you. You do not need a chain. His strength flows through all of our Nordic blood.
That is true, but still, what are you going to do about everyone on the ship?
Have we set sail yet? Or are we
You
still at
hear, you hear people. They're probably moving upstairs. You can't really tell from being like at the furthest down, but you do feel it kind of moving, and you hear people walking outside, and they're shouting, kind of like when a ship is like sailing away. So with that, we're going to go to Ash and Sven. You both are at the top of the ship, at the first floor. You hear as they're setting sail, and you see a bunch of sailors and crewmen there. They're dropping the sails and extending them. They yell at each other, "Put it down, put it up," and it's like, "We're ready to go." And you see a man by the, what we call it, the wheel, by the ship.
Helm.
The helm, yeah, sure. By the helm of the ship. And he's shouting out to the other people what they're supposed to do. They had like a little plank where people could walk on. They kick it off, and they're setting sail.
I walk over to the, so I'm standing at like the stairs that would lead up to the wheels, sort of thing.
Yeah.
And I call out, "Excuse me.
Yes.
I'm wondering if there's somewhere that I might place my belongings, a cabin of some kind or a bunk, something like that."
They haven't showed you to your quarters yet. It's the captain is it looks like a rugged man. He's got like a dark beard, kind of short black hair. He's about in his 30s, heavy leather clothing, sleeves rolled up, and you see a bunch of tattoos and very sailor-like style on his arms. It's down the stairs, second floor. The guest quarters are pretty nice.
Very well, thank you. And I turn and like follow his direction down into the bowel of the ship, so to speak.
Yeah, it's quite easy. You just walk down the stairs and you're led into the crew quarters. You see a bunch of hammocks kind of hanging down, crates stirred around, and kind of a center for maybe the chef making the food also. You walk forward and you see kind of like 3 rooms in front of you. They're all sealed off with kind of a screening of cloth. So it's not a room, but it's more privacy than the hammocks. And one of them is open, so you assume that it's probably for you.
I claim it. closing the curtain behind me. I lay my stuff out, near the hammock, I guess, that's in there.
It does have like two double beds
Okay.
next to each other, so you're probably not going to be sleeping alone for what you know.
Mhm.
But you don't know yet.
And I I claim one of the beds and sort of sit down and open up a book, get nice and comfortable.
So it's Sven and Rook. You're also at the top of the deck.
Do we see each other? Like, are we there?
Make a perception check, Sven. And Rook, make a stealth check.
Well, all right.
Do a bad one.
No.
You.
You kind of look around. You just saw Ash kind of walking down the stairs. You know that Karster and Bjorn were taken down to the slave quarters, but you haven't seen Rook. I don't know if you saw him entering the ship or not.
I feel they probably would have all seen me
Uh,
dash behind
all
the
right.
guard.
Oh, all right. Then you saw him hatching like a ride on the ship. You'd probably kind of know where he would be, like maybe behind some crates, kind of where he skirted around. So if you went there, maybe you could find him.
no, if I don't see him, I want to go down towards Ash. At least follow and see if I can find where she is downstairs.
Yeah, sure. You walk down and you see the same things: the hammocks, the kitchen, and you see the three rooms. And behind one of them, you kind of hear the sound of like a book turning, like the sides of it.
Yeah.
You hear that page turning noise?
She had curtains, right?
Yeah.
And draw them up. Hey, you're busy?
I mean, no more than I am any other time I'm being bothered. Why?
So no. Did you see where Rook and Karsa went?
Brooke and Carcer. No, I was the first one to board the ship while you were all still talking about what we were going to do.
You saw Karser and Bjarni being led down to the second floor. You weren't really there, but you saw it happening, and yeah.
They were in chains, right?
Carcer certainly was. I didn't see Brooke. Bjarn was with Carcer.
Oh, I haven't Bjorn, yeah.
And I would imagine that the two of them are somewhere down in the slave quarters of the ship, considering that they seem to be in irons.
Should we not try to get them out?
This close to the shore? Wait until we are out at sea. A little.
Do you have any good books?
I have several good books. Whether you will enjoy them or not is completely beside the point.
Just give me a book. And I'll sit down if she allows it and just wait it out, I guess.
Ash just like digs through her bag and pulls out a book on, I don't know,
Cheers.
medical treatments of the Far East or something.
Ah, medicine. My expertise.
Yes, I
Hashtag
thought
not a
perhaps.
doctor.
Yes, I thought perhaps maybe you'd want to expand your repertoire.
Of course.
Yeah, so you sit there, kindly as the ship starts to sail, and I'm not sure if you ever sailed before, but it is a constant swaying from side to side. It's calming for some, but others might find it very disturbing, especially those who prefer to be on land. Rook, you're hiding behind some barrels, very sneakily.
Hell yeah. The only thing, I had the same kind of idea as Esh. I was going to wait until later on and go for like a midnight. Okay, here's my plan. I'm looking for somebody that has a lot of keys on them. And that's all I'm doing. Just seeing if I can spy someone that has a big old like ring of keys. And from my little hiding in between barrels perch that I've found. But pretty much nothing else. Like I'm just sitting watching people come and go, seeing if I can like measure people up and my plan is to, at some point, steal some keys, leg it down into the slave hold, and release all of them, and cause chaos.
All right. Let me see.
When the bell tolls midnight, the rook shall flutter down.
All right. So roll a perception check, or investigation, because you're actually investigating for something.
Thank you for that extra +1. You bastard rook! I hate you so much, and I hope you drown. Sorry.
You're looking around the ship, trying to kind of make sense to find any keys. It's almost like you lose the perception of what keys are. You're just kind of sitting there looking out at the sea, and after a while you feel yourself you don't feel very well.
Oh.
Roll a Constitution saving throw.
Or that.
I do not
Or
like
that.
it. I do not like it. I've never ever been on a ship. I'm like a landlubber from Eastland.
Yeah.
You bastard rook. You're such a bastard. I hate you.
So after a while,
I hate you.
it gets even worse. You almost feel faint as like the blood from your face kind of drains. You feel dizzy and you feel incredibly sick.
Can I crawl into a barrel and die?
Yeah, you crawl into a barrel and you puke in the barrel. You sit in your own vomit.
I will curl up in my own vomit and just
It's
hate my life because
it's
boats
disgusting.
are horrible. Boats are disgusting. I don't like it.
Carcer and Bjorn, are you also waiting, or are you doing something else while you're?
I'm gonna cast a
Imprisonment.
message to Bjorn. Yeah, Bernie. What do we do now?
Well, we should free these guys, but we need to go upstairs.
Thing is, if we free these now, they'll know something's up.
Well, how about,
I'm okay with freeing them, but
well, we could just sit back down and pretend as if we're still locked up.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. Maybe when they come and check, we can maybe kill one of them.
It's best to jump them a little bit farther from port.
How far do you reckon we are?
30 feet. I don't know.
Is
I'm not
that
familiar
far?
with boats.
I'm not familiar with feet.
Well, many of you.
Many? All right then. He said they come in about an hour. We should be far enough by then, right?
We should be.
So you sit and you talk and you kind of think about.
I'm doing it in message so the slaves don't hear us.
Yeah, of course. Everyone else, roll a Constitution saving throw.
Me too.
No, you're still puking.
Just a barrel that every now and then there's a weird burp that comes from it.
Oh my god.
Books and pukes.
Yep.
Oh no. It's not going to be our session.
Carcer and Bjorn, you can also roll Constitution saving throws.
Unless puke helps us solve this problem somehow.
Yeah. How can we use the puke to overthrow the slavers?
I ate the slave key.
I forgot about that.
Oh wow.
Don't know what you guys are complaining about.
Oh god damn it.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
my fucking
Oh
god.
wow.
We're having a party down here.
So, in your little guest room, you do have like a small window kind of looking outside. And among your books, it's kind of like when you've been staring down at like your phone for too long when you're like in a bus or in a car. Both of you start feeling really sick and you get all kind of drowsy and you feel very uncomfortable. And Sven, after a while, you feel the substance of your stomach rising up to the limit. You just have you have 10 seconds to do something with it.
Fuck me.
Make a choice.
Yeah.
It's puke in the mask or puke on the floor. Take it off.
Sven, might
can
I
I get out
introduce
of the
you
room?
to Ranitadine?
I
This
wanna
has been
move
helping
out of the
me.
room.
Yeah, sure. You run out of the
So
room.
she
It's
doesn't see me. Try to find anything that's like a bathroom or a bucket or a bowl or anything, so she
you
can't. see, 'cause
find you don't find a bucket, but you find a place on the floor, and you take your mask off.
Yeah, I just pull it.
You take your mask off and you puke all over the floor. You see, there are probably like 2 crewmen. They kind of stare, and then they look back. They don't really seem to pay attention to you. Yeah, no, they look. They just see and it's like, "You'll get used to it, buddy." Ha 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 ha. They laugh at you.
I feel
Ash,
extremely naked without a mask. Like,
um,
Thanks.
you start feeling the same thing, and just after Sven runs out, the same feeling comes up to you. You have 10 seconds to do something with your.
Ash
With your poop.
tries very hard. Instead of vomiting, she puts the book down first, gently, onto her bed. And instead of vomiting, she uses the tried and tested technique of calmly attempting to meditate with her eyes closed. Doesn't work really great.
You feel the puke kind of coming to your mouth. Roll another. I'd say roll a. Let me see. I mean, there's not really a willpower, but
I mean,
roll a wisdom to like channel your
Yeah.
discipline. Oh, you try to have your discipline and
in
you
theory,
just-
in theory, I know how it works. Just like can't apply it very well. So
yeah, it just it
I
goes
Just vom all over the floor.
yeah, it's disgusting.
Uh,
It's a way of life. You can definitely find some handkerchiefs or cloths to kind of
yeah, fine.
clean it up. They know what happens first times. So Bobby and Carter, it seems like most of the people here, they don't really get seasick anymore. You hear a couple of them maybe like kind of retching a little bit, but it's mostly the children. Bjorn and Carter, you don't feel anything. It feels kind of soothing actually. You almost feel yourself kind of going to slumber because it's nice. You hear like the sound of the waters, and except for all the slaves kind of moaning in pain and suffering, it's kind of nice.
How many are right next to us, or are we like in like the base, like the belly of the ship, and there's just a whole bunch of us down there, chained up?
You'd kind of reckon there would be like 20 other people in this place. It's very kind of packed tight, and it's very dark, but you can see better. And yeah, so about 20, you reckon. So.
And I'm just gonna sort of close my eyes and wait for a while until it starts. I don't know. Around what time of day is it as well? Seriously.
It was about, I'd say, midday when you arrived. If I'm not entirely wrong. Yeah, it's about midday. And it's now is closing into kind of like late afternoon. So maybe about like 3 hours later, Bjorn and Karsa, you hear footsteps kind of walking down, and the latch opens and light kind of floods in, and you have to kind of shield your eyes a little bit. The 2 same guards, they kind of stumble down. Everyone get ready for inspection. They kind of take, one has a club in his hand. And he starts to look around. He
I'm
kind of
gonna-
goes forward to someone, and then they kind of rug back, and he laughs a bit. Yeah.
I'm gonna cast a message again. Talk to Bjarne. I'll take the big one. You take the little one. All right?
I don't care. They're both dead.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe we should try and close that door as well, so none of them keep coming.
They're coming
Good at
further
disguises.
down to you. And you see how they kind of check some of the chains and they kind of laugh. They poke at the children. They kind of push them back. And they arrive at yours, at your spot. The draw boy, he kind of crumbles up into himself, trying to look as small as possible. And one of them, the taller one, kind of leans in. You want to play a little bit? Isn't it fun?
To who?
To the drow boy.
Right next. Is that the one that's next to Cursor?
Yeah.
Yeah. Shouldn't you be, doing your job?
You talking to me? He kind of raises his club up as he looks down at you.
I look at him.
I don't see any other children here.
Do you enjoy picking on children?
This
The
is my
pastime of
job.
yours? You enjoy it, don't you?
Um,
Seems as if you do.
I think you should keep your mouth shut.
I think you should find a new career, mate.
So, he's going to use the club,
Cool.
and he's going to try to hit you in the face. That's an 8. That won't hit you. So he tries to take the club and kind of swing it at your face to discipline you, but it kind of just hits the back. And you see the draw boy, he's looking more scared and he's trying to scramble away even more.
So the second he comes close and swings this club and misses me, I'm going to jump up and wrap the chains of my manacles around his neck. And I'm going to get a little bit angry.
All right, roll I would say that would be an athletics check. Because that's a beautiful grapple.
24.
Oh, damn. Yeah, you jump up and you swing these chains around his neck. Roll a 2d10. All right, let me see. Okay. You're kind of holding him there, and you see how his other companion is going to draw his sword.
The second he draws his sword, I'm going to tackle him.
All right. He's going to draw his sword first, and he's going to try to hit Carcer. That's a 17.
It's a hit.
All right. That's 6 damage.
That is 3 damage.
And that is 3 damage. All right. Bjarni, what do you want to do?
So the second that he hits him, I'm going to stand up, and I'm going to try and grab this. The person is it a human that slashed?
Yeah,
that
they're
person?
both humans. They're both white male. Scum. Yeah.
So I'd say how tall are they? Curiously.
The other, like the one that was tallest, he's probably like 185. I don't know how that is. 6 foot.
So just slightly shorter than. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna go up and just try and tackle this guy, like shoulder into his gut, and just try and knock him over.
All right. Roll a. It's athletics check, I think. Sure.
Athletics, sure.
Yeah. As you try to grapple him, he kind of waves away, and he looks at you. How the fuck did you get loose?
You didn't lock me up.
So let me see. He's gonna make the person that you're strangling, Carcer. He's getting kind of blue in the face. Okay. But he's still kind of holding on. Let's see. Roll another athletics check to kind of hold him fast. You hold this man, and even as he tries to kind of like spasm to get away, you see how the last of his life and he kind of goes limp in your arms.
I'm gonna point at the other guy and say, I'm gonna fuck you worse than the Watchers Vanguard fuck this country.
They are Watchers Vanguard, actually.
Does he say
from
that?
what you see. No. He looks at the both of you, and he's going to, I think, Carcer, you can take a turn. We'll just go after some weird initiative here.
Can I grab this guy's club and beat this other guy over the head with it?
Yeah, sure.
Sweet. What's a club? 1d6 plus 2 rage damage. So to attack, I'll just roll actually. 11.
That won't hit. So you try to club him. You drop the other body, but you swing this club. You miss. So
I should have probably done that with disadvantage as well because my hands are.
it's okay. It's okay. It's just. He's going to try to hit you again. That won't hit. So he swings his sword just wide. He looks scared. He's never had probably a slave sent up to him before. He's like, "We're going to fucking kill you."
So long, boys. You can't
your
all
turn.
die at once.
My turn, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to. So did I like fall down after I tried to tackle him, or what happened in that?
You didn't really fall down. You tried to grapple him, but he just kind of stepped away.
Okay. I'm going to stand up. I'm going to snap my fingers, and I'm going to cast Silence. And here, I'm gonna just throw it there. So basically, in a 20-foot radius sphere, no sound can basically pass. But I'm gonna put this sphere basically in the like low enough so it only is gonna affect this bottom deck. Basically.
All right. Okay.
And as my bonus action, I'm gonna snap my fingers again and say Gungnir in well that's Norse. And I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon and summon the Staff of Odin. And I'm hope he's just gonna like probably shoot out from the water and just dart up and then shoot straight at him. I don't know if it's gonna hit or not. But.
It's a 9. It won't hit.
Okay.
Carcer, your turn.
I'm gonna jump at him and try and bite his ear off.
Roll an athletics check. Sure.
Nope.
No, you.
He's got very tiny ears.
Yeah, he's got very tiny ears. You try to kind of jump up on him, but he steps away again. He seems to be quite a dexterous person. Anything for your bonus action? Can't hear you.
I don't think I've got any. No, I don't.
All right. He's going to swing again. And as he tries to speak, can you speak in it, or is it just silence in the?
It's like that.
It's just like that.
No,
Yeah,
you're
no sound. Yeah, I did realize
Okay, it's no
exactly like
sound.
that. Literally, no sound can be created in or passed through. So it's
You
literally.
just see how he tries to, and he swings his sword at Carcer. As he tries to swing his sword, he just kind of hits right between Bjarne, your manacles, so they shatter.
Odin
And
is
he
with me.
Can you speak?
I
Oh,
say
you-
it anyway, even if I don't
It's
actually
like-
make any noise. Yeah.
Okay, sure. Carcer, no, Bjarne, it's your turn. Sorry.
So I'm going to like. Do I control the spiritual? Well, that's its own thing, isn't it? I still have to make a bonus attack, a bonus action, I think, too. Let me read it here just to make sure. When you make a melee spell attack, when he casts a spell. Yeah, so I just use it as a bonus action. So I'm going to try and I'm going to just try and punch this guy right in the chin, like right
Sure.
across the face.
Sure. You can. I mean, you could roll in it.
That's oh god, what's
I mean,
that?
athletics. You could do athletics as well.
Okay,
It's-
I'll just
it's
use
kind of-
athletics to hit.
Sure. It's easy. Okay. You hit him straight in the face. I'd say roll 1d8 damage.
Okay.
All right. You hit him straight across the jaw. And you see how kind of a tooth like falls out inside.
And this is probably really strange too, because this whole fight, there's no sound being made at all, so complete silence. And then I'm going to look to the spear that's sort of just floating, and I'm going to, I'll say attack. But I don't know. It probably is like a mental connection or whatnot. But I wanted to go right into one of his kneecaps.
Okay, sure. Roll an attack
Okay.
with your weapon.
13.
That doesn't hit. So you kind of make this spear just go forward. It just kind of goes straight down into the wood, and you see how it just splinters out. But it didn't hit his knee, sadly. Carcer.
What kind of sword is that mechanically?
It's a scimitar.
Is that finesse? Can I use my strength to attack with that?
What he? No. It's do you mean the?
The sword. Did he drop his sword, or has he still got his sword?
He does. The one with the. He still has his sword.
Oh, okay. I'll just hit him with the club I've got then.
Okay. Yeah, sure. 18 hits.
So that's club is
I think we said 1d6.
D6 plus my rage. 7.
All right. He's standing, looking at Bjarne, ready to attack. And you take, even if you're manacled, you take this club and you club him across the head. You see blood kind of splatters out as you probably crushed the bit of his skull and back, and he just kind of slumps down, lying beneath, like beside his other dead comrade.
To his corpse, I say.
There's just silence. Even if people could speak, they would. They
PG,
wouldn't.
I immediately checked my settings when everything. Whoa!
Sorry.
And I'm gonna try and grab the club from Carcer and pass him the sword.
If you want to, they
Yeah,
won't
so
be any. Yeah, sure. If he wants
Try
that.
to do that.
I scream at you because I'm pretty angry right now.
I slap him. I take this, like pretty much grab the sword and just put it in his hand. And I literally just grab the club from him. And if he tries to resist, I'm just going to try and literally lift him up with the club.
No, after you slap me, like that's how you get through to Casa.
Yeah. He
I
likes
just
that
keep
shit.
pointing at my ears and like.
After we do the weapon swap, I'm gonna search the guards for a set of keys.
They do have a set of keys.
Is there 2 sets of keys or just 1 set on between the 2?
There's just one set between the 2. It's on the shorter one. So there's just one set of keys.
And I'm gonna pass those to Carcer, and I'm gonna kneel down and start praying.
Okay.
So I start unlocking, and then I take it I can speak when I get out of this little circle. Doesn't
You
stay with me,
see-
right?
Yeah, it's just in that one spot.
One spot.
Yeah.
You see how the people around you, both young and old, they just look at you with amazement. Just seeing their bully for probably weeks. They're amazed. Some of them almost clap. Some of them almost shed tears. They just say, thank you. Thank you, thank you. You hear like it's kind of spreading across. The Norse man, he speaks up. I see him in you.
Who?
I see Odin in you. You are different. They sent you.
Who did?
The gods.
Why do you say this?
I have been a godly man, and I know. I know when I see a miracle.
Well, can you spread his word to everybody down here after we deal with everybody upstairs?
I will gladly do so.
Thank you.
And as he is released, he kind of rubs his wrists. And you see now when he stands up, he's a bit shorter than you, but he's still pretty big. He helps the other people, and he kind of starts like probably speaking and mumbling this sort of prayer again, that he's probably been forbidden to do so. You see there are more Midgardians here than there are Illyrians and other races. And once you're done, it takes maybe like 30 minutes. Let me see. And then there's silence. People, they just look at you, kind of wondering what's going to happen next.
I'm going to address them. Right, lads, ladies, little uns. If you can fight, come out to the front. If you can't, you just stay behind us. What we're going to do here, I'm going to call it a little bit of an Independence Day. We're going to murder a few people. So if you're not okay with killing, you best get used to it, because we're going to kill a lot of people.
Some of them step up. Some are taking care of like the old and the children and kind of huddling in the back, like patting them down, hugging each other. But the women and men that are able to fight, maybe like 9 of them kind of step forward and they say, "We are ready to fight with you, whatever it takes."
Stay behind us. And I'm going to head over. I'm going to head over the stairs.
I should point out there are 3 of our friends on board. Don't kill them. One of them, big old nose, not a doctor, big old nose on his mask. The other one, probably reading a book. And then there's some emo child. Don't kill him either. I mean, you probably can't.
What is an emo child?
He never asked to be born.
No one asked to be born.
Black Parade.
He's got a point, Cursor.
Yeah, but he says it all the time. Have you heard him when he sleeps?
Who are they speaking to? Just for my future
I
reference.
never asked to be born. Oh.
All right, now they're speaking to like this young man, not the Norse one, but a young man who's ready to fight.
Because he's gonna be my best friend. I'm feeling like we're gonna get on. I just wanted to.
But among all these people who are ready to fight, you see the draw boy. He's kind of scuttled up, and he looks up at Carcer and Bjarne and I'm ready to fight.
Your fight is not now. You stay down here.
But I want to help.
You will help us by staying down here, out of the way.
Bernie, if he wants to help, let him help.
And I'm gonna look at the drow up. How old does he look? Does it look like he is?
He looks about maybe like 12. He's pretty scrawny.
Sit down, child. Your time to fight is not now.
But I
Sit down.
I tell you what, mate. What's your name?
Nylan.
Nylan, you see this? And I hand him the club.
He takes the club and his eyes go wider.
If anyone besides me, Bernie, or our friends come down here, you kill them with this.
I'll do as you say.
I give him a really cheesy thumbs up.
Sort of rub my head a little bit and stand up and turn around and make my way over to the stairs. How tall are the floors of it? Like, is the bottom of this ship is the ceiling fairly tall, or is it just like 6, 7,
The
8
bottom of
feet,
the ship
or-
is fairly low. They probably made more space for like the crew's quarters. So when you speak, you have to kind of like huddle it down a bit. It's not made for to live in. It's a storage room. But as you saw upstairs, it's got higher ground. You can definitely stand up tall, even if it's a bit small.
Okay, so as I creep over the stairs, I'm gonna stop just at the bottom of the stairs before I head up and turn to Carcer. So, what should we do? I mean, obviously, we're gonna attack everyone we see, but it's probably best if we don't just run up the stairs and...
Well, that's my plan gone. I'm
Maybe
not
if we
really
both-
what you would call a tactician, Bernie.
Well, that's definitely true, from what I've seen so far.
Yeah, do you remember when we come on board, did you see Ash or Rook or not a doctor?
I'm assuming they're upstairs. I don't know where they are. I didn't notice them as I came on the ship.
Where would they be? Rook was hiding, so he's probably still hidden. Ash just walked on, right?
Yeah,
So maybe she's in
reading
the
her book somewhere.
library. Do ships have libraries?
Big ships, I'm sure. Not this one. Look, now's not the time for conversation. Let's just go up. And Odin is with us. Just stay behind me.
You better stay behind me, little one.
I go up the stairs before he gets the chance to. I'm gonna try to like put my arm in front of him and move up the stairs.
So you kind of fumble with the locking key. Well, it is open. Never mind. And you open it. You step up. The light hits you again, and you can roll perception checks. And both Ash and Sven, you can also roll perception checks.
Nope.
Ash, you're not gonna try?
No.
No, okay. That's all right. Bjorn, as you kind of look up, you think you see people moving ahead. You're not quite sure, but you definitely know that there are crew on this ship as well. You see one of the Watcher's Vanguard. He's kind of sitting by a table. He's sitting down. He's kind of half sleeping, half awake, just kind of sitting there, keeping watch. His eyes are kind of motioned like towards. It's to the side. It's not towards you or just towards up. He's kind of staring at the other side of the wall.
I'm just gonna like sort of kneel down, or not kneel down, but sort of like go down slightly just to stealth a little bit. And I'm gonna look to Carcer and just shh. And then I make the action with my fist as to let's knock him out. Okay, and then I'm gonna try and creep over.
All right, roll stealth.
Oh dear lord. Oh shit! I'm supposed to use a disadvantage too, with heavy armor, isn't it?
Yeah.
Can I ready an action?
You can.
If they notice him, I want to fly at him like a whippet.
This is-
Okay. Okay.
Here we go. Huh? Oh.
Is that a Is that
That's a literal 0.
that's a 0?
Literally
That's a not
0.
1 0.
That's below. That number's not even on the dice. Yeah.
As you kind of try, you climb up these stairs. You tell Carcer to be quiet. You forget for a second that you're wearing kind of heavy armor, and as you usually would, you just kind of slam your foot down on the first of the deck. It just kind of rattles. It's silence afterwards. He looks just right your way. And you see as he just kind of scrambles up to get his weapons. You can roll. So, Carcer, you ready your action?
Yes. So I just fly in from the side and tackle him. Or attempt to, I should say.
Okay. Roll athletics to tackle him.
I do not have a
How much movement? Oh my.
That's a discrepancy in rolls right there from one to the next.
Oh, Jesus Christ. So, as you notice, Bjarne totally blowing your cover, you get angry again. You start running, and before he can even draw his weapon, you're over him, kind of grappling him together. What are you trying to do? Are you just trying to hold him down?
hands on his mouth, I think, because Bjarne did say we gotta be quiet.
All right, so
Maybe try and stop him from breathing and knock him out or something.
you hear, and Ash and Sven, you'd hear this ruckus. You'd hear kind of this tumbling going on outside. So you'd definitely be aware of it.
I calmly from the hammock or whatever the bed that I'm sitting on, I close the book that I've been reading, put it away, look over at Sven, and say, I think they may have broken out.
What?
I think they may have broken out. That commotion outside. I think that might be them.
I just heard a.
It's about the right time for them to have broken out, if my calculations are correct.
How would they have? There's no way they would have broken out.
Well, if I know Carcer and I know Bjarne, they started working on breaking out before we had even left the dock. They got put down there. They sat
Do you
down with
think
the
they're
rest of the
stupid enough
slaves.
to try to break out on a ship filled with gods?
Yes, I do. Go take a look out that curtain, and I
There's
assure,
no possible way.
I
They're
assure
stupid
you,
enough.
I assure you that they are both out in that hallway.
And I assure you, 2 copper they're not.
Very well.
Go look.
Fine. I stand up from the bed and walk over to the curtain and, whoosh, pull it aside. Walk down the hallway.
So you see Carcer kind of holding one of the Watcher's Vanguard by his mouth, and he's kind of trying to get loose, but Carcer's got him kind of locked in this crocodile.
So
grab.
rather than doing anything to help that particular situation, I turn back around to Sven in the curtained off room and I say, "See, Carcer, what did I say?"
No way. And that's because I'm crawling out.
And that's where we're going to take a break.
Well, well, well.
How's that puke?
I'm guessing I'm in it. Just not listening to anything, crying. All I can hear is my own crying.
Turns out the place that Sven found a puke was also your barrel.
You just didn't look down in the barrel
Yeah,
when you
you
were
just-
in there.
All right, so we'll be back in a few minutes. Go get yourself some prescribed doctor's drugs and eat them all. And that's that sounds real bad, but fuck it. If you want to do it, do it. Buy it. I fucking see you in a couple of minutes. Hey there, bud. Hey there.
Hello,
Hey
bud.
there, bud.
Oh,
Kerr
hello, bud.
Perk. Start. I can't do a Canadian accent. It really pisses me off because I think I'm okay at like a lot of accents, but I can't even attempt Canadian. I'm as bad at Canadian as I am at Welsh.
It's a tricksy one.
Yeah, I can do like
What you
Kerr.
on about, bud? Welsh is easy.
Wales. I can say Wales, but that's it. I can't say anything
Easy.
else. Easy.
It's
It's gone.
easy, but-
Immediately gone.
Boom.
I feel like all you gotta do with the Welsh one is just like sing song up and down the entire time. Like,
It's kind of like
doesn't matter
aggressive.
what
camp.
it doesn't matter what you're it's like aggressive camp exactly. Yeah.
That makes sense.
I'm not even gonna try doing like any British or any accent. It's just, yeah, no.
Colloquial
French.
accents. You can do French.
Your
and-
London
and-
Welsh.
I
is-
can,
your London
I can do
wench.
London
wedge.
wench is,
My
yeah.
London
Sounds like an
wench.
Essex girl. You do.
Yeah.
And
It's quite good though.
the Russian Spanish. which you do for Wax Stevens. So Charlie has just started playing in a campaign on Wax Stevens' channel on Sundays called Blood and Mist. It's really good, but she shows up and I thought she was Russian at first, and a fighter human. I was like, what is this Rook ripoff? What the fuck? But it's Spanish, and either I'm bad at hearing or Charlie sucks at a Spanish accent, and I'm thinking it's
Everyone else
the
thinks
former.
it's pretty Spanish.
No, as
But
soon
no.
as you told me it was
Yeah,
Spanish, I was
yeah,
like,
shit.
oh yeah.
It's very
I'm
Spanish.
good
Eh,
stuff.
bonbon.
Well, because you were also speaking Spanish as well, and I still didn't get it, like, because that's how dumb I am.
Yeah, fuck,
So
I'm not even
it's
gonna try.
entirely
I need to get in
100%
that
on me.
feeling.
I don't think anyone's doubting that it's 100% me being an idiot over anything else.
That's everyone all the time. So,
Anyway, welcome back,
Anyway.
Charlie. Go.
So, Carter, you have this man kind of grappled. You have your hand over his mouth. Are you covering his nose as well?
Yes, I want him to not be alive anymore. Awake.
As he's doing that, I'm gonna go over with the butt of the sword that I'd taken from Cursor,
Yeah.
and just try and beat him over the top of the head with the butt end of the sword.
Yeah,
Knock-
it's
knock him out.
not that hard. Since you're holding him fast, you knock him with the butt of the butt of the what? Of what
You hit him
weapon?
right in the butt.
Of the sword?
Of the sword. Okay.
Yeah.
And he goes limp in your arms, Carcer. It's very dramatic. Not really.
Hey, Bernie, I thought we were supposed to be quiet.
You're the one who tackled him.
You're the one who clanked up to him.
I tried to be quiet.
Also, I think I saw Ash over there.
Where?
I point to
I
like
look.
the curtain.
Do I see Esh?
Yeah, you see them. You see.
You can basically see her standing in this like doorway of the curtain.
Yeah, I'm
Asking
picking
for money off Sven.
Yeah.
Just sort of like wave.
Hmm.
Are there any more?
The people kind of that were downstairs, it's like 9 of them, they slowly kind of walk up, kind of spreading out, looking very kind of out of place. The Norseman, he looks at you. What do we do now? But you
Okay.
can roll perception to see if there's anyone else.
Sure.
I'm assuming.
Oh.
I'm assuming that your plan, Yarn, is that you plan to take this ship over and then sail it to the destination where you want to go. Because I don't think we want to go to the Silver Isles. Am I right?
Yes, that's exactly right.
Well, then my suggestion would be to continue with your gang here up onto the decks and take hold of things.
Would you like to help us?
Yeah, where's the Black Parade?
What are you guys doing?
Oh, I mean, I'm not very busy, but... all right, fine. I can help.
You hear after a while a loud clank as you see appears to be the chef of the ship kind of dropping a pot. He looks at you. No, we don't want any problem.
Like a whippet.
Like, what do you mean?
I fly at him like a whippet.
Okay, sure.
I can understand why people who don't necessarily
Sorry.
have any idea what the fuck that is
Sure. Roll athletics, I guess.
I'm gonna take off after him.
You just storm this poor cook. He just kind of holds his hands up, and you tackle him. He falls down, scuttling. The pot kind of goes everywhere, creating a lot of sound. You have him down on the ground, and he's like, please, I didn't mean anything.
And just nut him in the face.
You nut him in the face, and he goes quiet. Please, I'm just a chef.
Is it really necessary to beat up the staff?
And I'm gonna grab him. At this time, I probably would have caught up. I'm gonna grab him by the scuff and just cold clock him right in the nose. Probably break his nose and knock him out. Yes.
And he kind of lies down, and he's out. You
And
see
look,
some blood.
what is he
kinda streaming
cooking?
down.
What's the food there?
He was probably cooking some sort of stew, you see, but it was far from done. But it looked, I mean, it appeared that it would have been so delicious when it was done.
I'm gonna try some anyway.
It's not done. It's like half cooked. It's almost no. It's not good.
I'm gonna try to feign as if it's delicious. Mmm. You should try this, Cursor.
You see how the people who just went up, they kind of smell food and they just kind of go for it. They kind of scuttle over and they're looking for anything to eat. They're taking raw potatoes and they're biting into it. They see meat and they start eating it.
I go over and grab one of them and I'm gonna try to lift up the smallest of them by one hand up against the wall and look at the rest of them. Stop eating now. Stuff's not fit. You'll just get sick.
You're holding up. It looks like a gnome girl. All right, but we're just very hungry.
I understand, but to eat this much after not eating for so long, just listen. And I put her down. Just slow down. Just a few bites. We have other things to take care of right now.
She takes like a potato and kind of.
And then I just
Alright.
sort of like take a knee and then just like bring it in.
They kind of collect themselves. They stop eating. They calm down. They look at the chef, and one of them kind of kicks him again.
This poor chef.
Yeah, you kind of as someone else kind of like drops a potato on him, and you're left at the cruise deck. You also hear small kind of murmurs at the edge of the crew, at the edge of the room. You see two crewmen kind of standing there. They kind of slowly take up their arms as well. We're not a part of them.
I stand up and I put my finger to my lips and I'm going to just motion them.
Side note, has anyone seen Rook?
Ah, no. Where would he be?
I hope he didn't leave him back on the...
Look, there's
Sure.
no
No,
way.
we saw him go out. We saw him.
Yes.
He left us.
Hmm.
So let's not.
He's hiding somewhere, I'm sure.
Well,
I've
as long as
drowned.
he's safe,
Drowned in
And-
my own sick.
fine.
We'll find him after we take the ship.
So the crewmen, they kind of calm down and they
Really,
they don't seem to be against you.
all you're going to need to do is take control of the captain of the ship, and then after that, whoever doesn't fold, we can deal with personally, point by point.
Right. Now, where would I find a captain?
Well, if I were a captain of a ship with valuable cargo, I would be staying within my quarters somewhere. Private, a room, maybe, that is locked or kept alone. But what either that or on deck somewhere issuing orders. Though I believe that since we're far enough out, it should be that kind of wait and see type of time.
Not a very patient manish.
Oh, I don't mean you wait and see. I mean, there are two options. They are either on deck or they are in some kind of private quarters. That would be my guess.
Right.
Also, Carson, do you know where our stuff is? Like my hammer.
I ain't got a Scooby, mate.
Shit. Ash, did you see them take our stuff anywhere? Doctor?
You didn't see them, but you look around. It's not hard to find. You find kind of this small locker, and you open it up, and you find some small trinkets. You find your weapons again, and you also find another small Thor's hammer necklace in there.
Oh, I'm gonna grab that. And did that Norse priest or the cleric, did he come upstairs or did he stay downstairs?
Yeah, he came down. He came upstairs.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab that and then go over and just put it in his palm. See, I told you he's always with us.
Thank you. It means a lot.
Well, that problem sorted itself out. So, deck or cabin?
Well, I'm quite partial to decking a bloke.
Very well, deck it is.
Let's go.
So you make your way to the hatch again. How do you want to make your entrance?
Loud.
Yeah.
No.
I'm going to. How's the hatch? Like, how does it work? Is it just like a floor hatch and then some stairs going up?
Yeah, it's like a full hatch. Like you are on the floor and there's the stairs going up, and then on the top it's like a flat thing that you can like open.
So I'm gonna unlatch the hatch, I guess, and I'm gonna take my shield. Like finally, I have my shield and hammer back, and I just lift them and sort of feels good again. And I'm just gonna take a good stance and take my shield back like this, and just with all my strength, just smack the door with my shield, and just try and knock the door off and swing it up.
So you knock the door open.
You know what we're like.
I
You
know.
need to be in front of us, otherwise.
You knock the door open. It just swings open. As you open, you hear people kind of staring outside, like, "Who's that? What's going on?" And you hear people drawing weapons. You get up, and you see about 3 Watchers Vanguard kind of standing on guard. The other crew are kind of up in the sails, and they look at you, but they don't really seem to draw any weapons or do anything against you. Roll initiative, or what would you
Yeah.
like to say?
Well, all I was gonna do, like, as I bash this door open, I'm just gonna take a step up and walk up on top of the deck, and just lay my hammer down and put my helmet on, and literally just gonna raise my shield and just start walking towards these crew members. And I guess I'll roll initiative.
The Watchers Vanguard.
Yeah, the Watchers Vanguard. Yeah.
Okay. What did you get for? Okay, let me see.
Oh, I need to hang on.
So we have Rook. You start.
I want to bust. I assume I hear this commotion, or do I not? Like,
You hear this commotion. You kind of wake up from your slumber, in your half-drenched vomit barrel,
Yep.
and you can get ready.
I burst out of my little barrel. I shout, my name is Jeff, and then, in a disoriented state, as soon as I appear, 2 swords in hand, I want to look and see if I can work out. First of all, I want to check that it's my buddies that are coming up and filling out.
Yeah, you see Bjarni kind of exploding out of this latch, and you see after him comes both all your other members and other people as well.
Where is the nearest Watcher's Vanguard to me?
You look out and you see about 3 people kind of stare like standing 10 feet away from the other people. They're probably 15 feet away from you, but it's not very far.
For me.
So there's one person. It's a woman. She's got blonde hair, kind of streaked back. She's the closest one to you.
Fuck this bitch. I'm gonna slice her up. I'm gonna kick the barrel at her full of sick. and run at her. So I want to kick if I kick the barrel to try and distract her and get behind her. I want to do it as flavor unless you say no.
You can do it as flavor.
Okay.
I'll roll a concentration check for her, a wisdom check for her.
Holy shit. She's about to cast some
Yeah.
magic. I'm kicking a barrel of sick, but then I'm using my excessive speed to run the opposite direction, get behind her, and then I'm going to stab her.
She didn't really care about your bucket thing. She stays focused, ready to attack the ones in front of her.
Good. And she won't see a very small vampire child appearing from the rear.
Immortal.
Yeah, I'm running over, and then I'm gonna slice, and then I'd like to dice.
No way.
All right. The first one hits, and you can roll damage twice.
Slice. 11 plus
Is that
1.
for 2?
Well, it's
That's for
both of them. Yeah, so 12 in total. Piece of shit. Second roll.
All right. So the first one hits. You get ready to attack, and you sprint behind her. You take out your slice and just tear through her back. You see how like small streaks of blood trickle out of her back. Do you have anything else in your turn?
Yes. If she ain't dead, I'm gonna slice her up again. Please.
Oh my god, this is some...
Wait, hang on. I get extra attack anyway, don't I? I've just realised we're a higher level. 5. So I get another attack.
Another one.
With slice. 12, I'm guessing that's a miss. Then
That's a miss.
I will action surge and slice again. Is that how many I get in total now with an action surge? Action, 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 bonus. 4. Is that right? Or do I get another one?
With the action surge, you get another action.
Yeah, because I get another
and if the
attack.
extra attack is on your action, you get 2 attacks for your action.
Slice,
surge
slice.
Actions.
2 hits.
Slice, slice, both hit.
Let's hope she's a werewolf, because this is a silvered blade. So I'm just gonna. I'm just cutting her up in the back.
You cut her up in the back, and you see how she kind of hunches over. You really made a mess out of her back. She looks back at you. I'm going to fucking kill you.
Bye. And I run the last 50. I want to run 15 feet away from her, back towards where the barrels and stuff is. And
Do you evoke attack of opportunity?
I do not.
All right. Then you don't. Carcer, are you done?
I am done. Yes.
Yeah,
I
cool,
didn't
cool.
use any battle
Carson.
master bullshit.
I rolled a 4 on my initiative.
Did you? Why did I write 17?
I'll
That was
take it.
Oh, I
athletics.
saw that one. Okay, no, never mind. It's not your turn. Well, then it's their turn. So the first one, the woman. She got hit. She's very angry. She's going to run up to you, Rook. Or where did you run? Just back?
I ran back to the barrels and stuff, yeah. My intention was to hide in amongst them, but as I turn around, she's just like...
Yeah, she's running after
oh dear,
you.
oh
She's
dear,
going
oh
to-
dear. Okay, I'm going to bring up my swords.
She's going to try to attack you with her short sword. That's a 20. That's a hit you.
Motherfucker, I would like to parry.
Would
With
you like
my
to parry?
reaction, I can expend 1 superiority die to reduce the damage. But fuck you. Alright, fine.
Reduce. Okay.
But I'll still do this. But I thought it was that I parry the pating. It's not. It's
You're not Fiora.
You don't know me. Maybe I am.
Maybe.
All right. That's 12.
All right.
So it still hits you, but how much damage do you take away from that? Okay. You take away 7 from 12
Bring
damage.
up the old silvered blade. Parry that. It's still gonna hit me. It was a nice try, right?
Yes. She's still angry at you, and she's going to try to hit you again.
Fuck you, bitch.
That's a 14.
Ooh, she misses.
So she swings again, and out of pure anger, she just kind of swipes the top of your head, and you see like a small amount of your hair kind of is shoved, like it's cut off.
Not my beautiful hair.
But you're still standing there, being very ready.
Yeah.
It's not his extra long fringe, is it?
Not the fringe.
No, it is a little bit of a fringe.
Anything
not
but the
too much.
fringe.
He's got really short bangs now.
Oh,
Oh
God,
no,
this-
you
it's
have made
more
me
terrible than them.
angry. Yeah, I'm gonna Hulk out
So-
on this bitch if she's alive by the time it comes back round to me.
So there's one in the middle. He's got kind of a darker skin, black hair. They all seem to have kind of the same proper slicked back look that they're going for. Very uncomfortable. It stares at you, Bjarne, and he's going to try to attack you.
Okay.
So a 24, does that hit you?
That does hit, yeah.
That hits.
Yeah.
All right. It's gonna hit with a long sword. Let's see. That's 13 damage,
Okay.
and then it's gonna try to hit you again with a 10.
That does not hit.
No. So he swings his long sword first and just kind of. Did you have your shield up?
I have my shield up, yeah.
All right. He manages to kind of hit you in the arm, and you feel the pain as it kind of slits through. He turns it back again and goes for another swing, but this time you have your shield at the ready, and it just clangs against the shield. So at his side stands a slimmer one. This one, also a man. He's got like thin hair and kind of balding at the sides. And he's going to run up to you as well because he don't like you very much.
Because you blew over the door. That's why.
All right. That's a critical hit. Too bad.
Oh, that's sweet.
He's also got a short sword, and he's going to see how much it takes. 3. Woo! That is 16 damage to you.
Okay, I am looking really rough right now, but I'm still standing.
Yeah, that's it. So we have a pony. Sven, it's your turn.
Do I see the captain anywhere? Does he seem to be like a captain-esque person?
You look forward and you see a male
what do I
at
see?
the
Like
at the holding the, what is it called again?
The steering wheel.
The steering wheel.
It is just a
Um,
ship's wheel. I had this
yeah,
exact
yeah,
same
ships.
problem recently.
Yeah, I don't remember what like
It
I
doesn't
think
seem
it's
like it should just be called a ship's wheel, but it is just called a ship's wheel.
it's called like the something cool.
Yeah.
The
Um,
wheel.
he stands by the wheel. He seems to be quite ready, but he hasn't done anything yet. He hasn't even drawn his sword. He's just kind of looking. You see him kind of touching his dark beard. He seems interested in seeing what's this going to turn out to be.
And what do I see? Like how many men? I don't know. Maybe I didn't listen. Maybe I didn't hear. But
So there are 3 Watchers Vanguard standing in front of you. There are also crewmen kind of up in the up on the sails and kind of
oh, right,
around,
right.
but they're not interfering. They're not doing anything.
Okay, so there's 3 people that we are.
3 people, pretty much.
The one attacking Rook in the back. I guess I would try to, because I see him getting fucked up. Oh no, actually, I'm seeing.
You're seeing Bjorn
as well.
getting pretty rough.
Yeah, I would go for. As I'm assuming we're in a sort of a pile as well, right? We're kind of close together.
Yeah, there are 2 people very, very close together. The dark-skinned one and the very old man.
Oh, then yeah, I'd go for the one trying to attack Bjorn.
All right, the older one.
Yeah,
Go
yeah,
right ahead.
the oldest. I shall drag my rapier.
Your
out of the
rapier.
It doesn't have a hilt, does it? It just hangs, I guess. And then a slush.
So you get ready to kind of pull out your rapier and do this amazing kind of. You're gonna save Bjorn from his terrible fate.
I'll save you.
It gets caught in your belt, and you kind of tear up like a slit on your cloak, so it looks like this beautiful Oscar gown type thing. It's not very beautiful on you. You see it's like small feathers kind of peeking through.
Yes. Yes.
Do you want to do anything for your bonus action?
I want us all to fucking refresh roll 20 because this is bullshit.
He'll still be there.
Yeah, no, okay. I'd like to move backwards since I'm probably the squishiest. I just want to like step back after that.
You step back in shame, and you see as your beautiful leg kind of peeks forth, kind of like Angelina Jolie. Have you seen that picture?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, it's just like that. Except more
I'll save
feathery,
you
hairy.
soon.
Step back.
All right. We have Bjarne. It's your turn. So you have 2 people standing in front of you.
Okay, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take my hammer, and I'm gonna sort of take one knee and keep my shield raised, and as I'm taking that knee, I'm gonna slam my hammer to the ground and shout out, Thor! And I'm going to cast 2 things. First, for my bonus action, I'm going to cast Shield of Faith to give myself a +2 AC. And the second part, I'm gonna pull the hammer back up and stand up. And I'm gonna say, attack! And I'm going to cast, for my main attack, Spirit Guardians, which is basically, I'll just read the whole thing out because it's a lot of stuff. You call forth spirits to protect you. They flit around you to a distance of 15 feet for the duration. If you are good or neutral, their spectral form appears angelic or fey. When you cast a spell, you can designate any number of creatures you can see to be unaffected by it. An unaffected creature's speed is halved in the area, and when the creature enters the area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, it must make a wisdom saving throw. And on that, if it fails, it takes 3d8. So basically, if it stays within 15 feet of me at the start of its turn, it's got to take 3d8 or it takes half as much damage, but its speed is halved.
So how many like spiritual guardians are there?
It's literally all it is. It's just Thor flickering in and out, and as he's attacking, like whenever they take the damage, it's just Thor just sort of flashes in like a bolt of lightning from the side, and you just see him for a split second with Mjolnir just spanking someone across the face or trying to, and then it just disappears. And just flickering in and out, but that's what it is. It's just Thor just like flickering in all of it.
But it's at the turn, like at their turn.
At the start of their turn. Okay. I don't know if it deals damage right now. Like I don't know. That's how that works. I think, but as it says, it's on the start of their turn. So I guess.
Okay, we'll see it. It's at the start of the turn. Sure. Is that you're done?
Yep, and I just stand back up with my shield raised and.
Okay, you feel kind of tumbled around, but you're still standing, which is nice. Ash, it's your time to shine.
I poke my head out from this hatch after everybody else is like already gone up, trying to make sure I'm not in line of fire, so to speak. And I cast, with a flick of my wrist, I open up a book in my hand and flip it to the right page, and I read off the incantation for haste, and I cast haste on Rook. So you now have an extra 2 AC, another action per turn.
Oh my god, I wish I hadn't burnt my action surge.
Another action per turn, and yeah, your speed is doubled as well.
This
Your
is
speed.
the greatest thing you could ever have done to me.
So I just
you
I
wait
cast,
till it wears out. So
I have
So I
80 feet of speed.
I cast haste on Rook, and then I look around, and I like duck my head back down lower than the hatch.
If I dash, I can run 160 feet in a turn.
Yeah.
And I have an extra
That's-
action, so I
that's
could do it
insane.
again.
Yeah.
I could run
That's
240.
Gotta go fast. Gotta go fast.
Fuck me.
In
Sorry.
10 that's 10 seconds.
In 6
You know how-
seconds.
6
yeah.
seconds.
6 seconds.
You're literally you'd be the fastest
Someone
human
do
alive right
someone do some fucking
I don't think
calculation
you'd
of
even
what
be
that would
able
look
to
like.
see. I think you'd just be like, whew.
I
Or
would
maybe
go-
you could
I would
see, but
go
like a
You would be
full Barry
Sonic.
Allen.
You'd be Sonic.
I would be
fast.
Sonic, finally.
Be Sonic.
Mhm.
So there you go. You have haste. Enjoy. That's my turn.
Can't wait.
enjoy.
I'm gonna run on
All
water.
right.
I'm gonna run off the
Carcer,
ship.
it's your turn. Your boy.
okay,
Carcer.
so how many bad guys are out here?
3 people right now.
Tres.
Tres.
And are they all engaged with the enemy? No, are they all
Yeah.
engaged with my friends?
They're all engaged with you.
One is by Rook, and 2 is by Bjorn, I believe.
Yeah, that's right. They're looking quite
There's-
scared
there's-
because they
there's
are way
2 by
outnumbered.
Bjorn?
What did you say?
Did you say there's 2 by Bjorn?
There are 2 Barbarian, yes.
Right. Okay. So I'm gonna. Can I get to them? I've got 25 movement.
You can get to them.
All right. I'm gonna run up to them, and as I go past Bjorn, I'm gonna say this. Let me check. I think it's a bonus. It is a bonus. Come on, mate. You want to live forever? And bam.
You give him some healing words. So Björn, you feel his beautiful tune kind of fill your ears, and he kind of fills you up with this warm sensation of Carcer kind of whispering deep into your ear, kind of like he does at night.
I'm inside you now.
It's erotic and it's nice, but still very disturbing.
And as I'm sprinting, I'm gonna like golf swing at this guy's face with my axe.
Sure. Which one of them? The old one or the the dark-skinned one?
The beefiest looking one, I guess.
Yeah, that will be the dark-skinned one with black hair. All right.
That's +2 damage as well for my rage. Why didn't
Okay,
that roll
17?
properly? I got a crit, right? That didn't roll my crit. So I just roll another d12?
You did roll your
Yeah.
crit. You rolled a 7 and then a 2.
Oh, did I? Oh, I see it.
What?
I see it. I see it.
Oh, okay. So is that your?
That's all my damage.
You don't add
Okay,
your
so
strength.
13. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's all I got.
All right. You take your axe up, seeing them ponder up on Bjarne. You swing this axe and you hover down on his shoulder, kind of. But he's still standing. He kind of takes the brunt of it, and you're still
with
standing there,
Benny!
kind of in with it. All right. So you see about 9 people behind you, kind of emerging up. They kind of nod to each other, and the Norse one, the Norseman that you gave his Thor's hammer, is going to go up to the dark-skinned one, and he's going to try and hit him in the face. He takes it up And you see as he just kind of gives him the biggest smack in the face you've ever seen. Let me see. All right. You see kind of like a little bit of blood kind of pooling in the side of his mouth, and he kind of falls down and he growls back. The Norse one, he kind of mumbles something and speaks something in Norse, and it angers the people, the Watcher's Vanguard, most definitely. All right, Rook, it's your turn.
Oh, I'm gonna slice her up a treat. A little slice left. And then a little slice right. Fuck you
Remember, you got an extra action.
bastard. And then extra attack with the slice. And then another attack, right? When attack. And then I guess an extra attack.
Uh-huh.
So no, that's it, right?
And then
Attack,
another 6.
Extra attack, and then
Just keep clicking.
attack,
We don't even
extra attack, and then bonus attack.
Yeah.
I don't get any more.
Holy shit! He's just flailing with those swords. That's
He's like an attack helicopter.
Yeah, but one of them's a critical fail, so I'll probably fuck all of them up as I fall off the boat.
Your arms stop moving. Wave your
You're
shoulders
muted,
up.
Charlie.
Yeah, you're in the sphere.
You're in the sphere of silence.
As I'm in the sphere, as you try to kind of slice her, you put the sword, the dagger down into the crate before you. It kind of gets stuck, and now you're left with dice. Roll damage.
Fuck.
Because all the other ones hit, except for the first one. So 25,
okay, so
17,
slice,
17.
I lose my sword. So then I offhand with dice, throw it into my hand, and then I get a dice, and a dice.
No, you didn't have to roll again. So it doesn't matter. Anyway, I don't think it matters. Roll damage for 3.
For 3 of them.
Yeah.
All right, we'll go with dice. What about right? One of these crits is gonna hit. No, wait. 1, 2, 3. So it's the first 3 that hit, right? Fuck it.
Yes.
We'll go with these. This and this.
How do you want to kill her?
Oh, right. So I'm gonna like, bang. The thing is, I lose the silvered one. Bring out dice, and I'll be like, this one I'm better with anyway. Slice across the front. Then I'm gonna dip to one side, and as I do so, spin the sword around, drive it, like rake it along the side of a thigh, and then I'm behind her at this point, and I'll do the old, wah, you know, that like reverse like thing, and then I'll pull the thing out. And then I just want to fucking run, just because I can. I just want to fucking run around like in a 240 foot circle. Go,
Oh Jesus Christ!
I don't think I can, but I want to run like all my movement in a circle around.
You can roll all the movement you want.
And then throw dice up in the air and catch it, and then before she even hits the ground. And then stand somewhere and just kind of
I am
breathe.
very happy that you enjoy haste.
It's the best thing ever. It's perfect
So-
for me. I haven't even used I didn't need a superiority die for it either. So
Everyone else, you see, as this woman kind of encounters Rook, and as he's cornered, he tries to fight back and he fails, but then you see something kind of switch in him. His movements get faster. He gets quicker. And just like that, you see slice there and a slice there. She kind of doubles over, and then for one last, he drives it into her stomach. And you see how she kind of covers, and she kind of starts holding onto her stomach. Paragons, be with me. And she kind of slowly crumbles together and falls down to the floor, kind of holding her body as it kind of pulls out crimson blood around her. And Rook is just out.
Just
He's
pure-
just running away.
pure ADHD. Like my excuse for having mobile is that he's definitely got some sort of ADHD. I'm bobbing. Rook is just Bobby at 16, running around in circles with knives.
All right, she is dead.
Hell yeah.
She's still kind of choking on her own blood.
Good.
As you run away. So we have the two men still standing in front of Bjarne. They don't really have anyone, except for the taller one, the bigger one. He's going to try to attack the Norse man.
So at the
Because
start of
he
their
punched
turns, they take the.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I forgot about that. It's a DC. It's a wisdom saving throw, right?
Yeah, it's a wisdom save. So I can just click it for each of them whenever it's their turn if you want.
How do
is
you
it-
click it?
Oh, like I would just actually, it's like a spell. Like I would actually just like.
Oh no. It's a DC 13, right?
Yeah, against 13. Yeah, so if they.
All right. So the dark-skinned one and the black hair, the bigger one, he kind of looks around and he sees Thor's with his great hammer. What does Thor do to him?
So like literally all it is just Thor flicking in and out visually of just like lightning. It's just like an outline trace of lightning with him just like mid swing with Mjolnir and then just trying to land a strike. So did it hit? Does it hit one of them?
It hits
Okay,
one of them.
So and on a failed save, they take half damage as well. So I can roll for. I'll roll it twice then.
On a winning save,
So on
half
a-
damage. Okay.
On a successful save, your creature takes half as much,
Yeah,
and on a fail, it takes full damage. So I'll just
Okay.
throw it twice.
So roll your damage.
Okay. Boop on the first one, and boop on the second one.
Okay. See.
And so that's what that is, and that's my concentration spell. And one thing this is out of character quickly, but I didn't realize this, but I can only have one concentration spell up at a time. So last turn I totally burnt a Shield of Faith. So I'm not gonna just like, I realize that in between turns, so I'm just
Yeah, that's okay.
that doesn't exist. And then I'm going to go with my hammer, and I'm going to two-hand the hammer. I'm gonna just lay the shield down, and I'm just gonna like kind of baseball swing it, just like Mjolnir, or just like Thor is, like when he's flashing in and out, like he's sort of just like flashing it out. I'm gonna do the exact same thing with my hammer.
Can you do that? This isn't your turn yet, though.
You're
That's
right.
all right.
I
That's
forgot.
all right.
I totally, because I was doing stuff. I was like, it's my turn. You're totally right.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
You see a bunch of lightning kind of spread out of them. One of them, he kind of, the bigger one, he kind of doubles over, and he needs to take a breath, and he's going after the Nordic one. So he raises his sword, and he's going to try to hit, and he's going to hit the Norse warrior. You see as he takes his long sword and kind of shoves it down, and kind of goes down the chest of the Norse man. You see blood kind of start trickling down. He's going to make another attack. He swings again, and he goes through. You see as it kind of cuts into the arm of the other one. And you see he kind of bends over, and blood just starts gushing out. That's his turn. So the older man is going to go after you, Bjorn. He's going to try to hit you. That's a 14.
That does not hit.
All right. He tries to go for you again. He goes against your shield. It's the same clang. He tries again. All right. That's a 24. That hits, obviously.
Yeah, this is.
So that is 5 damage.
Okay.
Are you still up?
Yep.
Oh, that's great. All right, and that's their turn. So, Sven, it's your turn with your beautiful slit in your
Yes.
skirt.
I see Bjorn still getting kind of moderately fucked up by this old man, and I will not have it. So I'm gonna walk back towards again, and you use the and this prepare my fucking rapier, and I'll try to go for it another time to try to stab at him. I'll save you.
The one that's attacking Bjorny, the old man.
The old man.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
You try to go with your rapier, and you kind of reach out your leg, and you feel the air kind of slither up your skirt and kind of catch you off guard. So you kind of just swing wide, like, and you don't hit at all.
All right. As a fucking, and there's nothing I can do as a bonus action either. So I'll walk back again like an idiot.
It looked quite beautiful, though. It's almost like
twice.
Twice as beautiful.
It's the ship. Like it's really swooping
You should
around.
really
It's
stick
hard.
to your range.
You're doing it, buddy. You're doing it.
It's going forward. You'll
We're having a
learn.
lovely time.
It's jumping around, right? If I find a boat.
All right, Bjorny, it's your turn.
Hashtag not a rogue.
I'm going to just one that to see if something's a bonus action. It is. So I'm going to, as I said, this time I'm actually going to place my shield down, and I'm going to two-hand my hammer, and I'm going to try and go and swing and clobber one of the ones. Which one looks more beaten up? That's the one I'm going to try and
The bigger
try
one,
and
the
dash.
dark-haired one that hit the Norseman, he looks way more beaten than the other ones.
Okay, if that's the case, I'm going to the first swing. I'm just going to like swing back, and just the last second, I'm going to drop the hammer. I'm going to try and just hit him right in the center of the kneecap.
Yeah, go ahead.
And I'm also going to. I think I have to call it. I just have to check the page. There's some cleric bullshit that I'm going to attack twice.
You can actually find. I think you can find D&D 5th edition on the info section.
Just search
it's
the
in
part
there?
of the D&D rulebook that says cleric bullshit.
Really?
Yeah, it is here.
Oh, I didn't know. I have it there. Yeah, it's war priest. I can attack twice on an action basically.
Okay. First one doesn't hit, sadly. You take your hammer, you swing it. You're just kind of right out of the way. There's too much chaos going on. You're not quite concentrated. So it swings wide.
And I'm going to use the momentum and just keep it rolling back around and just try and connect again.
You swing again, and it's almost like the force of this hammer is not in your favor today. You swing again, and it's so close, but it doesn't hit. Do you have anything else to do on your turn?
Just to make sure. You can make one weapon attack as a bonus action. No, that's it. That's the end of my turn.
All right. Ash, it's your turn.
Ash once again pokes her head out above deck and throws a firebolt at the nearest enemy.
All right, sure.
On a wooden boat? No.
Yes. She's intelligent, not wise.
Is it a 10? It's not.
It's a 10, yeah.
Okay, no.
Okay.
You try to kind of see if you can hit anything, but it only kind of goes wide. It hits the floor, and you see how it kind of crackles a bit. This warmth kind of seeping on the floor. It's not really spreading, but it's still there.
I duck back down under deck. Just
There's a small draw boy kind of sitting next to you.
keeping out of line of fire.
He's like, "You're hiding here too?"
Well, it is tactically viable to stay out of sight rather than to present yourself as an easy target, especially when you hurl the powers of magic. Things generally want to shoot you back.
You're so fascinating.
Yes, thank you.
And then we have Carcer.
So the guy I hit, is he still attacking Biane?
Did you hit the old man or did you hit the dark
The
skin?
the
big dude. He's still up.
But is he attacking? Was he the one that attacked Biane, or was it the old guy that attacked Biane?
They both attacked Bjarne.
Right.
They teamed up.
Can I use my action to just knock Bjarne out of the way because he's gonna fucking die?
Bjarne, would you allow him to?
Of
push you
course
back?
not. Absolutely not. Yeah. No.
Okay, roll contesting athletics checks to kind of see you can keep yourself on.
Okay. Oh, that's a nice roll.
All right, Carcer, you collect your entire body strength. Even if Bjarne is kind of like twice the size of you, you shove him back and you see how he kind of tumbles. You take 1 damage, Bjarne, from just being kind of pushed.
As he pushes me, what the fuck are you doing?
And I just go, finally! And I get real angry.
All right, I'll say that will be your bonus action.
Yeah,
To push him?
rage is my... Oh, no, rage is my bonus action. I was trying to do that as my action.
Okay, you can do this.
I can't heal him and rage, so he needs to go.
Okay.
Sit down.
All right, is that your entire turn?
Yeah, I want to glare at them as well, if I can do that as a free action.
You can glare at them.
Oh,
They
I'm going to
look
glare at them so good.
quite scared, actually. So the Norse man is actually going to try to attack the one that attacked him. And he misses. He tries to swing again, but it just goes wide. Rook, it's your turn.
Hell yeah! I'm like 88.
Still running?
Can I get my sword back or not?
You can get your sword back. It's quite easy with your speed, I'd say.
And then
You are incredibly fast.
which two of these looks?
Worse for wear?
Yeah,
The big one, the taller one, the dark-skinned one.
the big. All right, I'll go for the other one then.
All right, the old man.
I'm gonna go for the old man. I'm gonna start stabbing him in the back with a multitude of attacks to the count of 1 slice and then 1 dice and then another
Another one.
slice for an extra attack and then another slice and then another dice. Man, these suck. Useless
So,
bastard.
as you were kind of high on this incredible speed, you get your sword or dagger, whatever it is, and you run towards this man. You're just kind of swinging wide at this point, and kind of all of them miss, except one, which is a lucky hit, the 19 roll damage.
All right, I'm gonna jab it. Can I aim for his buttock and make it a menacing attack?
Sure.
Okay.
Aim for his ass, his old ass.
Aim for his old ass. He needs to make a wisdom save and beat 13
For his ass?
for his ass.
His ass. Actually, as you look at his ass, you see it's toned. It's been through years of training. It's bigger than the Kardashians. It's got more pride than any other ass. It saves.
It makes its whiz save.
It makes
It's fine.
his save.
I still get to
That's
add
a
an extra.
thick ass.
I like jam as much of the sword as I can into the arse, and then like the menacing attack gives me that extra 7 regardless. But I like push it even further in. I'm like
So it's 11 damage in total.
jamming my sword into his extra toned ass. 11 in total. If he's not dead, I'm gonna run away again. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm gonna goad him.
It took the damage very well. It just kind of, it's like bludgeoning damage because it's so fine and firm. And yeah, but it took a bit of damage, but not a lot.
Is he still alive?
He's still alive and shining more than ever.
Then I'm gonna whip the thing out. I want to try and like goad him to. I want to try and goad him to hit me because I'm really fast and I have this extra AC. I'm gonna spin the swords around behind him and be like, "You got a nasty ass." I don't know why I'm Jamaican with haste.
Welcome to Uganda.
I want you to roll. I want you to roll a performance check.
Performance check. This isn't gonna be good.
He looks at you. There's nothing wrong with my ass. And he won't care about you.
Damn him. Damn him straight to the 9 hells.
All right.
I say, running around.
Sven, it's your turn.
Vibrating on the spot.
I'm gonna walk up all cool, like, determined, filled.
With determination.
Yeah. But I'm really ashamed, but I'm trying not to show it. Like, no, I hope no one saw that. And I'll look to Carshula. He's looking really pissed. Just spitting out, because you're in rage, right? Like you do.
Foaming.
Yeah. And I'll say, I'll save you. And I'll pull out my rapier. And I'll stab the old man straight at its chest.
Okay. You go to slash this man. You raise your rapier, and you just kind of almost like slap with the rapier. You have no idea how to use this thing. You almost think it's like a butterfly catcher. And you see the old man, he's just kind of looking at you like, why are you even trying? So sorry.
What the fuck are you doing?
I don't even know what I would probably I would give up all hope. I don't know what I'll just stand there.
Go and have a sit down with Bjarne.
Yeah. I'm in shock. I'll just stand there in fucking shock.
Oh, the luck is really on your side today. Okay, Bjarne, it's your turn. You've just been pushed away by your friend, and it hurt a little bit in your pinky toe.
Yeah, I'm going to stand back up, and I'm going to use the hammer to sort of like, I'm going to like put the head of the hammer into the floor of the ship or the deck, and sort of use that to push myself up because I'm really beat up right now. And I'm going to walk the 5 feet towards the taller one who I was fighting earlier. It's true, who I was trying to bash in his knee. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to take like a bit of a stutter step and two-hand this sword again right at the kneecap. And as I swing, I'm going to shout out, Thor! And I'm going to use my Channel Divinity Guided Strike and add a +10 to hit. And as that happens, as I shout out Thor, like a lightning bolt from the heavens just comes down and, you know, hits me in the shoulder or something, and I light up as I swing. So I'll just roll. So 27.
Are you going for the big one?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Roll damage. It hits.
Okay, and this is a D10 because I'm using it to 200. D10 plus 3 for 9.
All right.
Right in the kneecap. Right in the knee.
You take your sword or warhammer?
With my warhammer.
Okay, warhammer. You take your warhammer, you slam it on his knee, and you hear it crack as it turns on itself kind of backwards, and he screams out in pain as he kind of buckles down. He can't stand on his leg anymore, and it's protruding in a very uncomfortable state. You can't see anything, but you heard the crack, and it's enough to make you feel disturbed. He's almost down. There's not much fight left in this person. He says, "No more. No more." And that's where we're gonna take a break.
Ooh, yeah. I am gonna run over and try and Anakin him with the swords. Do it. No more. Do it.
Excellent.
Ash just pokes her head up from below deck, like, do it.
All right, we'll
I
be
never
back.
asked
in a
to be
bit.
sent.
We'll be back. We'll be back in a couple minutes. Go and get yourself a nice biscuit. Bye.
Yes.
Hello,
terrible.
we're back. There we go. Jesus, man, I'm so bad at streaming.
Okay.
Welcome back to the Soggy Biscuit Podcast with your cast, the Soggy Biscuits. Charlie, what's going on? Yo.
What the fuck, bro?
You
Soggy
should
Biscuit
just
Podcast
hear
would be
like
great.
we're just talking about soggy biscuits and
So was chat though. It's fucking beautiful.
yeah, it's like a communal bonding type thing.
That's definitely what it is.
Yeah, you bond with each other through the moist biscuits.
Yeah. Jesus.
All right. So,
What the
Bjorn,
fuck?
you just caved in the knee of a man who's now kind of kneeling in front of you. Actually, they didn't even take their turn. The biggest man, he is covering. From making his kneecap go from out to in, he cannot move from pain. He's screaming and saying, "No, please, no more."
And the spirit guardian stuff too.
Exactly. All right, he saves, so he takes half.
Okay, boom. So
Boom. Boom. How does Thor's hammer want to kill this dude?
is he on the ground?
He's on the ground.
Yeah, Thor literally just like blinks into existence, standing right above his head with his hammer like this. And then you see him flash out and flash again with his hammer, literally just like crushing this guy's head. And then he just buffs out of existence again.
You see as this kind of spirit guardian smashes this guy's head and it just kind of splatters with brain matter and blood. It splatters like, especially across you, Sven, standing in that direction. The other person also fails. So roll damage for that.
Okay.
All right. Cool. So, the last one standing, he looks up at you. "I will not go down." And he's gonna try to hit you, Bjarni. All right, that's a critical hit.
Oh, good night, sweet prince.
Okay, we have a 3 plus 3. We have a 6.
I drop.
You draw it down?
Yep.
Okay, well, he's got another attack.
Not the cleric. Anyone but the cleric.
Pagan heretics shall die. And he's gonna go for you again. That's a 17.
Well, it doesn't do double my health, so I'm literally already down.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
knocked unconscious. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. So he
But I mean,
stares at
how
you.
does that work though? Like if he just keeps hitting,
You get a fail. You get an instant fail. death
it's
saving
instant
throw.
fail. Okay.
Yeah, it's instant fail, so you have
Okay.
one failed saving throw.
He also has advantage to hit you, and I think it's a critical hit regardless.
Yeah, so you've lost one death saving throw. That's just great. Well,
Kill him.
that's
Charlie
his
going
turn.
fucking full savage.
Bjarni, it's your turn.
Oh, roll a 1.
No, it's not your turn
Oh,
actually
fuck
because
me.
we already did that one.
I've lost
Sven,
a character on a 1 before.
Sven, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna load my bow
We
as I'm
believe in you.
seeing. What? Oh yeah, thanks. Really.
It's a safe place. It's a safe place.
I would just for like haha go for the fucking rapier, but no, fuck it. I'm gonna go for the bow.
For
'cause
the
I see-
haha.
Yeah, no, because it would be funny if it. But no, I'm gonna take out my bow because that's the only thing I've hit with this entire fucking campaign. So I'm just gonna drag it out from. I'm assuming it's staying pretty close though, so I guess that'll do. It's the easier target. It's fairly decent close. What?
It's actually kind of like the opposite. Like if you're standing close, it's at a disadvantage, but it's for the sake of reason.
That's a doctor. He knows what he's talking about. Please.
Yeah, it's okay. Just do it.
So yeah, takes the bow, draws it and just chink, and it is a critical 17.
It hits.
Yes.
Hell yeah. You get sneak attack too.
Right. Does he get sneak attack as well?
Oh.
Yeah, I'm stood next to him at least.
Because everyone's
Okay.
close.
Okay.
Hey, wait, is this at the old man?
This is the old man.
Yeah.
But he still has Bjorn standing next to him. So,
Mm.
all right. How do you want to kill this person?
Oh.
Was he the one in the kneecap? No, that was the other guy.
No, that was the other guy who did.
Okay, well,
This was the one that pretty much killed Bjorn. Well, he's not that yet, but struck him down.
Well, standing like I'm assuming like it's 1 feet almost or 2, like really, really, really close.
Yeah.
So I would probably be aiming just straight for the head because I have the distance. So it just goes swooshing towards and just cracked right through his skull into the head, and he just.
Being fed up with everything, you draw your bow back, and you see as the arrow just swishes past, it just straight in his eye, in his iris. It just goes straight, and you see it going through. He just kind of stops for a second. He looks, and as he looks, the arrow kind of moves with it, and then he just kind of flops down, and you see Bjorn unconscious, lying on the deck, beaten.
No
And
one
you're out
else
of com-
around. Yeah.
You're out
no.
of combat.
Okay.
There's no other Vanguard people. The guy at the wheel is.
The guy at the wheel, the captain, he looks down at you. He's still kind of watching, waiting for you to do your next move.
I have already stood next to him. In the blink of an eye,
What are you doing?
putting a sword up to his throat.
All right,
As he's doing this, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
help
drop my rage, and I'm gonna heal Bernie.
are you saying Bernie?
Beyond.
He always calls him Burn.
Bernie.
It's 5. I don't know where that one came from.
Okay.
5? Okay. Odin, thank you.
But before you come to consciousness, Bjorn, you find yourself in a dark place. It's very cold and you feel very alone. You see 2 people again. You see the woman with the long blonde hair, and by her side, you see someone. You see his face more clear now. It looks kind of like Thor. They walk towards you. And the woman, she cups your face again and she says, "My dear, not yet." And that's when you breathe in again as you feel Carcer bringing you back. Everything comes back again and you still feel beaten, but you're breathing.
My face is really close to your face. You alright, mate?
Are we about to have a romantic subplot kick off, Cursor?
Oh yeah, I will totally kiss him. It's just like, alright, mate. Mwah. And then
What?
pick him up.
Can you just pick me up like that? I would assume
Probably.
probably, yeah, because of your strength. It's just the picture of that is so strange because it's so little
The
small of a
angle.
character.
The
Yeah, I'm
angle,
just like, okay.
Just so strong
I
he
just
can
picture he
throw
like
you
grabs me and he just like jumps or something, and he's so strong that he can just like jump up and actually carry me with him.
Like he's like dusting out a sheet.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
like he jumps up like 10 feet and just shakes me out. I look around. Are the crew just sort of standing back, just sort of like?
Yeah, they're standing back. They're kind of talking to each other. They look at their captain, who's now got a sword against his throat. You see kind of more people coming up the stairs, kind of looking around. The captain speaks. There needn't be more than that. I prefer if you took this sword from my throat, little one.
I move it closer to his throat.
Well, all right.
And I say, this boat is headed east, no?
Yes, it's headed for the Silver Islands.
Now it is headed north to Farum.
May I ask why?
No.
All right. If you want, I will bring Lady Sasson to the north.
Yes, and like, can I look him over? Does he look like he's Watcher's Vanguard, or does he just look like a sailor that's been hired or whatever?
He looks like a sailor that's been hired. He didn't look like he had any empathy for the ones that were struck down.
I'll begin to lower the sword away, and I'll say, take us anywhere else, and I will slit your throat, all of your men. And then, if you take us to Farum, then you are free. And then I turn and I'll just fucking walk away and head. I guess my lethargy will kick in now, because I think haste fucks me up after a minute.
Yeah, you feel really tired.
Yeah. Can I at least
Again.
shout, people, you are free, from the top of the thing?
Sure, roll an acrobatics check.
An acrobatics check to shout.
No, I thought you were gonna climb up on the top board.
Oh no, I'm not
you
climbing all the
shouldn't.
way up. I just figured that I'm up on the bit where the wheel
Oh,
is.
okay. Yeah, you're up in the way.
And
Sure,
I'll like
you
hold
shout it.
my swords up, and I'll shout, people, you are free, and then I'll fall over and fall asleep.
You spent like an hour in a bucket.
I'm asleep.
They look around and they still stay quiet. They're kind of taken aback by what just happened. They're not really ready to let go of their stress yet. The captain looks at you. He kind of picks you up by the scruff. Huh. And he puts you down again very gently. So, maybe we should speak about
Yes, I think it's
what to
best
do
that we
next.
negotiate our particular destination. You've already decided that you're going to follow the advice of these ruffians and scoundrels who have co-opted your ship. It's good to know that you are willing to preserve your own life in the face of rational choice.
It was never a choice to begin with.
There's always a choice.
They said either they would take my ship, my crew, and do as they pleases, or they would have me be in charge of this ship while they were on it. I did not have a choice.
Huh.
And as I'm sort of like still keeling over, just sort of recovering from my wounds. Were you okay with the slaving? You must have been. Why would you even take the job at all?
One must do what they must to survive. I also have people I care about.
There's other ways to make money. To support a family.
The Lady Sesson is my livelihood.
I spit. I turn my head and spit. It's probably like all bloody.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wipe my face and I'm gonna push myself up. I'm gonna grab my hammer and my shield and just sort of like stretch my shoulders out as I walk over to him. And I'm then gonna kind of kick the hammer up off my knee and then rest it on my shoulder. And I'm gonna just strut over and stand over top of him.
He looks up at you. His black beard kind of he scruffs it a bit nervously. Yes, I did wrong. People do wrong sometimes, but I would not let my crew go.
Well, whether or not you're doing wrong now or then or in the future or what have you, best we just go not where they wanted, but where we want now. That's all we need.
After a while, you hear a muffled scream coming from downstairs. And you hear people kind of scuttering around downstairs.
Check that car, sir, if you could.
What?
You go down, and you see the rest of the slaves, the women and children and the old. You remember the administrator that was first let you on the ship, the one with the glasses. He appears to have exited the restrooms and now was attacked by the countless of people downstairs. You see as they kind of claw at his face and they bite at his neck. In an animalistic way, they tear him apart while he's alive. And after a while, there's nothing left.
Oh, they eat him?
They don't eat him, but they
There was
tear
nothing
him. They tear him apart until he doesn't move anymore, and then they just kick him. They kind of disassemble his body.
It's cathartic, isn't it?
And now you're left on the ship. The captain. You wanted to go to the north, right?
Yes.
Any particular reason?
No.
What are you going to do with the slaves?
They're free to do it as they wish. They do what they want. They're free. They're no longer slaves. And you do not call them slaves again.
Sorry, free people.
They
Yeah.
make up their own minds.
You see the former slaves, they kind of look around in their tattered clothing. They don't really know what to do with themselves. They don't know if to cheer or cry or what to do. You see the captain, he puts out his compass and he shouts out to his crew, start working again. And you see as they start working, they start climbing, they pull at ropes and the ship starts turning. We're on the right track. It's going to take a while.
I'm just gonna nod and go over and slump down in the on the top deck, but against the exterior wall, and just try to nod off, get some sleep.
All right. Everyone else, what you doing?
I'm gonna find a scullery, make myself a big sandwich, and then go to sleep.
You go down to the kitchen. They have kind of stuffed away, and they want to throw the bodies of the Watchers Vanguard into the sea. Do you agree to that? Do you let them?
Maybe you should check if they got anything good on them first.
They kind of stop in their tracks. They've already taken their weapons, and anything of value and kind of scattered it away. It's
And,
nothing of use to them.
Those insignia they got on them, probably don't throw them overboard with them, so they don't know.
Mute it.
It's quiet down
They-
here.
It's the thing. It's the left. They throw the bodies off, and one of the crew starts kind of sweeping away the blood as if nothing had happened.
Now,
And
where can I get a sandwich?
One of the crewmen, downstairs. We have a cook. His name's Church. He's very good.
Nice guy.
Nice guy. He's very nice. He's been very, very kind to the slaves. He's been feeding them in secret.
Do I know they killed the cook?
You were
That
there.
happened when I was
You
there.
weren't. You
Kill
were.
him,
They
right?
didn't kill the cook.
just knocked
They were
out.
after the administrator, who was the head of the entire thing.
No, didn't Rook and that kill the cook? Somebody killed a cook upstairs.
No,
No.
Bjorn punched him in the face.
You
so he-
punched him in the face, and Bjarni knocked him out.
Oh, so we didn't kill him.
You didn't kill him.
That's good news. That is good news. I'm gonna go and see my mate then.
All right, you go downstairs. You see the knocked out chef. He's got kind of like a belly. He's got kind of scrawny hair, like a double chin. But he looks kind of nice. I mean, he looks like a nice person when you look at him. He's still out though.
Dab, what's for grab?
He's unconscious. And he's still got kind of red blood.
Oh, he's still down there?
Yeah, he's
I'll wake
still-
him up or something.
Oh, he wakes up. You wake him up. You shake him a bit. Stop! Don't hit me again, please.
Why would I hit you?
Oh, what happened?
Killed everyone, freed all the people under.
Who
Well,
did
not
you kill?
everyone. All them Watchers, Vanguard
Watchers-
people.
You killed them. That's amazing.
Not really.
Then they're finally free to go. And he kind of stands up and he looks at his unfinished pot. Oh, I must get back to the food. I must celebrate. And he starts
You got
putting
any
down spices.
sandwiches?
He looks at you with happiness and he makes you a very delicious, hefty meat sandwich that he hands to you.
A vegan?
It's like gluten-free and vegan. Does it have any calories? Is there mayo in this? I'm sorry, I can't eat that because I'm on a diet. I'm sorry. Is that Carcer right now?
I'm gonna happily grab the sandwich and find somewhere
Eat
to
this
sleep.
murder.
And but killing people is fine. Just doesn't want to eat them. Now I'm gonna find somewhere to sleep and eat my sandwich.
Yeah, you find yourself in the other guest quarters and you take a bed and you solemnly fall asleep very easily. So the chef makes a hefty meal. As the hours kind of progress, some of the slaves, the former ones, they speak about their stories to you. Some how they were taken from their homes for being Midgardians, or they were practicing magic and now they're being sent to the silver mines. The young draw boy, he sits down next to you, Rook, starts poking you in the face as you're kind of unconscious.
I will wake up and say, "Why do you always wake me this way, mother?" And then I will look at the child and I will both equally be confused and epically sad.
And he looks down at you. You don't have any parents.
No, I do not. And I'll pick up my swords, which I dropped, put them in my scabbards, look around and check is there anyone else here, like of my crew, my gang?
Yeah, Ash
Squad.
and Bjarn and Sven, if you didn't move, I guess
I
you're still
mean,
there.
Ash sort of like once it's settled that we're going to the right place, Ash is just gonna settle down somewhere and wait, you know.
Yeah.
So I could be around or not. Doesn't really matter.
Yeah,
I
you
just
can,
want
you
to
can be
check that
sitting
they're
on the
like
floor.
they haven't been captured.
They're
see
everything
moving around
everything
free.
everything seems fine. People are going as to please, and the other people, the former slaves, they're talking and sitting and eating.
I will put my hood up and stand up, and get up.
What's your name?
My name is Rook.
My name is Nylan. I was taken too.
I was not a slave.
You looked like a slave.
Thank you. I think. I am free, like you are free now.
Drow are never free, they said. They said that we would always be followed by someone.
What's the deal with Drow here? In this
Um,
universe?
You know that people from very like exotic races are probably they're mostly hated, looked down upon as like abominations, especially drow and tieflings and others such as that.
Are Drow
um,
evil, like inherently evil, like normal, or are they just a magical non?
You don't know much about it really. You've probably never seen anything like this. Maybe you've read something about like evil dark-skinned elves that come from the underground, but you never seen someone in real life.
But I know he's a Drow, or I don't know he's a Drow. Does he just look crazy?
You'd know
in
he's
here?
a drow. You'd know he's some kind of deep elf thing.
I'll say, where you are from, Drow?
Uh, I, I, I don't really know. I worked in Rovalon as a kitchen helper. I am good with crafts and I could do things. I was good at decorating cakes with my hands because they were small and dainty. But then they didn't allow us anymore and they sold me and they sent me here and now I don't really know what to do.
I'll pat him on the head and smile with my weird little pointy teeth and say, I think you will be fine. When you know how to do things, you can find jobs anywhere. With jobs, money. With money, you get house, wife, husband.
I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, he kind of mumbles and looks down nervously and kind of fumbles with his hands.
I ask him, what do you want to be, when you grow up? You have dream?
I mean, I don't really have a dream. It's pretty stupid, actually.
You can tell me.
I think I want to be a baker.
A baker is a good job to have. This is not embarrassing for you. You should become a baker. Everywhere needs a baker, huh? Everyone needs bread.
But I'm not sure. I mean, they wouldn't accept a drow making bread. They would think it was tainted, and then they wouldn't allow it. And he kind of goes on, and he looks very upset.
Like I'll tap him on the head again until he shuts up.
He shuts up.
The old
Kind of
dwarven head
nods.
tap. We are not in Rovalon anymore, huh? We are in the north. They accept people, and I like. He's not here, right? But I'll point to the area where Castle was. I'll say, you see the little guy, crazy one with the thing which hit people.
Yeah. I saw him, and the big one with the hammer and the one with the mask and the pretty lady.
Yes, the little one. He is not always accepted in Illyria either. But
He looks normal.
sort of, yes, I suppose. But he is from the north. He is accepted there. You will be accepted in the place we are going. I think. I'm sure. I don't think I know that much about the north, right?
You don't know that much.
But like I know that like it's different to Illyria. I think you told me that at the beginning.
Yeah. So time passes. The chef, he brings up this huge pot with a hefty meat kind of, how we call it, like broth thing. And he kind of takes a bigger sleeves and he gives out food to everyone. He brings up some wine, some bread, and it slowly becomes dark outside, and people are kind of sitting there in this solemnly kind of fashion. Some have begun praying in Norse. Some they're also kind of almost singing together in this kind of sad but happy, relieved tune. The captain is still standing by the wheel, and he's just kind of slowly turning it once it needs to be, staring out at night. So it becomes dark. It's nighttime. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna take a rest. Get some stealth back.
Get some rest. All right.
Gonna go and sleep in
Yeah, I
my
think I'll do it.
curtain bed area.
I will sleep in a
Vidaria.
nearby place to Ash.
You want to sleep next to Ash?
Not next to Ash, but near where Ash
Yeah.
is sleeping.
Ash has such low perception, you could probably do that.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna.
In the night, Rook, you'd feel someone very small kind of crawl up and sleep like on the edge of your bed.
100% allow it.
Sven?
I'm firstly gonna head into the room where Ash is. Is it the same room as before where we were reading, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ash? Ash,
What?
do you have that book?
Which, the one you were reading earlier?
Yes.
Sure.
Can I have it?
You can read it.
Yeah. Can I? Thanks.
And Ash digs through her bag a little bit, like half asleep, pulls out the book and holds it out.
Thanks. Good night. Pull the curtain. And I shall read that until I fall asleep wherever.
I'd say roll a wisdom check.
What? 20. Fuck.
It's not a save, but check. Do you get
Oh.
anything more on a check?
No.
Okay. You kind of flip through the pages. Or do you get anything more?
No, it's also easier.
Okay. You flip through the pages. It's a lot of information to go on. It's not very descriptive. It's just so much text. It just kind of makes you sleepy. You do kind of get some information about like medical things. You think you know something about stitching up a wound the right way, but that's about it. You don't get much more. But you think if you tried a bit more, maybe you could actually learn something. And then you'd fall asleep. Carcer and Bjorn.
I'm still asleep.
Are you gonna sleep there?
Yeah, I'm literally passed out right leaned up against the rail on the edge of the boat.
You'd feel like after a while, you don't see, but you feel someone coming up and they put like a blanket over you, and they leave some food next, so you can eat whenever you feel like it. Carcer?
How long have I been asleep for?
You've been asleep for quite some time, actually. So you've had an entire sleep, actually. And let's see. Here we go. Carcer, you wake up.
We all gonna die.
You
We
hear
are all gonna fucking die.
you hear the echoing sound of storm outside. You feel how the ship is turning and turning, swaying side to side. You have to kind of catch yourself because it's swinging so much that you almost can't walk. You hear people upstairs kind of shouting at each other. And you kind of, if you look outside, you see this kind of dark ocean and dark clouds up ahead. It appears that everyone is sleeping. It's gotta be maybe like 4 a.m. It's still kind of dark outside. But you're awake. Now you've had your entire sleep.
Okay, can I see one of those waxed capes that they wear on board of ship when it's like a storm and stuff?
They don't really have a waxed cape, but you find a cape that would probably fit you as you'd walk upstairs.
Okay, I'm gonna put that on and then go on top deck.
You get up. Surprisingly, as you open, there's whites on deck. You see this kind of layer of snow and ice kind of clinging to the ship's ropes and sails. You see the captain standing by the wheel and he's turning it, trying to get a hold and not go against the heftiest waves. You see the crewmen, they're kind of screaming at each other, different directions and saying, not this way, look after that. And you really have to hold yourself down not to fall. There's a giant storm above you, and there's kind of swirling of both ice and snow. So you have to kind of hold a hand up not to get everything in your face.
So as I'm looking around, Yanni went to sleep at the same time as me, right? I saw him go to sleep before I went to get a sandwich.
Yeah.
Can I see him?
Bjorn, you'd awake around this time, a little before maybe. You'd start hearing people starting to move around. You've been still very tired, but after a while you kind of wake up and you feel yourself being very, very cold. So you wake up and see the same sight as Carcer would see.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stand up and tuck the blanket that was given to me into my pack, and I'm gonna eat the food that was given to me as well. And I'm just gonna like put one arm on the edge of the railing and just look out over into the. It's a lake we're on, right? Or are we on the sea?
It's a huge lake. You can't really see the edges of any land really. It's kind of
massive lake, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's so stormy you almost can't see. In the snowstorm, you can't see far ahead of you either way. You think the only way that the captain would know which way to go would be from the compass. Exactly.
And I'm going to just sort of like put both of my elbows on the railing and just put my head up like this, and I'm going to start praying to Njord, which is the Norse god of the sea and particularly of seafaring.
Okay.
To just ask for a safe passage.
Roll a d20. All right. You pray. You focus yourself on Njord and you ask for his help. There's no direct answer, not like last time. It's not like it's an appearance. But you feel yourself being a little bit more secure on the waters. It feels more safe. It feels like he's watching over you. But the storm continues. And the cloud of silence is still on.
It lingers. So the second I can feel that he's sort of there, but not super present, but he's still there. Just sort of get that sense of comfort and let out a long sigh, and I just pull my hood up, and like tighten the mask that's across my nose and covering up my face, and I'm gonna lean back over the railing again and just sort of weather the storm outside, looking off into the weather.
I'm gonna try and make my way to the helm, like holding on to stuff and then trying to grab onto mast or anything that's like sticking up or whatever.
Sure. You manage to kind of get yourself. It's very slippery on the floor, being waxed and then having a sleet of watery snow kind of on it. You almost catch yourself falling a couple of times, but you get there. You see the captain. He's got snow in his hair, snow in his beard, in his face. He looks drenched, but he's still standing very steadily, kind of reeling it together, calling out different directions to his crew.
Do I understand any of these directions?
You hear like steerboard, you hear like draw the ropes on the left side of the north way. It's You don't have you ever been in the sea?
Probably not.
Then
Do
you
you mean
wouldn't
me?
really
Just
know much. Um,
I went on a ferry to France once.
that's so great. You wouldn't really know what to do. He looks at you. We're having quite a hefty storm tonight, and he kind of pulls around again.
You need help.
You should. I'm fine. You should probably get downstairs. This lady will hold in any weather, and he turns again, still holding on.
Birdie,
Bernie.
Yeah.
you want to get inside, mate?
Nah. I'm good.
The others, you'd also start waking up. The sound of the storm kind of waking you from this, from your slumber. You hear people outside, and then the stirring of other people also waking up.
Yeah, I wake up and I head up to the deck to see what's going on. And as soon as I see what's going on, I go back down below deck.
You shut it, and you
It's
sit
one
down.
of those. It's one of those moments where Ash sort of pokes her, like opens the hatch and goes like, "What exactly is
Nope. Nope.
You go back into the warmth of the first deck again.
Nope. Books. Keep them not wet as much as possible.
There is actually kind of water sipping through the cracks, kind of slowly dripping down.
That's okay.
And it is very swaying. You're gonna have to kind of hold yourself down not to fall. You see the hammocks kind of swaying back and forth, and those that are sleeping, the sailors, they don't seem to mind.
This isn't going to destroy the ship, I don't think, unless it is an incredibly large storm. Should be fine. Ash rationalizes to herself.
So Sven and Rook, you also
Yeah.
wake up.
Yeah, I would head up to deck and open the hatch, I guess, and see all this commotion. Who would be closest to me when I open? Would that be Bjorn, right?
Yeah, that'd be Bjorn.
Yeah. Are we okay?
The weather's acting up, but the gods are with us. We'll be fine.
Oh, okay.
I'm
You
not-
need any
I'm-
help?
Well, I'm just enjoying the view if you want to join me.
It looks very dangerous, right, to be up. I'm assuming it's like...
Probably like really nasty up there.
Yeah,
Just as you say that, there's kind of a wave that spits up onto the deck. Everyone, you have to keep yourself from hauling away. Sven and Karser and Bjarni, I want you to roll athletics or acrobatics.
Okay.
This is my town. Oh, damn it.
Blah.
Me too.
Yep. As it washes over you, you all manage to kind of keep a hold of yourself. You get like a cold shower of salty, and it clings to your face. And again, it just more snow comes at you, but you're still holding tight.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna stay down here.
I just chuckle to myself as I turn back.
The drow boy also wakes up and he kind of shakes you, Rook. Rook,
What is happening? The ship is sinking, huh?
I think there's a storm.
Okay. Like I'll already see Sven like coming back down the stairs. I'm like, the ship is sinking.
No, not
isn't-
yet.
It isn't sinking. It is merely very wet outside,
Well, yes, that is the sea. I already knew that.
but also a storm.
And the ship is going to sink or no?
The ship
Not
should
yet.
survive, theoretically.
I look at the little drow boy and say, "You see this one?" Pointing at Ash. She is very smart, huh? She says we are not going to die. We are not going to die.
There is also nothing that we practically can do about it except for hope that we don't die. So worrying about it is fairly inconsequential.
You see him kind of starting to get upset. He's breathing in more air. Okay, I don't want to die.
I've got nothing to distract him with. I'm going to pull from a bag.
What?
I'm going to pull from my bag a very interesting looking dagger, which I haven't used yet. And I'm going to show him it. And it's got all these weird intricate carvings on it. That it's like a ceremonial dagger. And I'm going to say, look at this. You think this is cool, huh?
Yeah. It's very pretty.
And then I'm gonna just like pull out a chunk of wood, and I'm gonna attempt to whittle something.
Okay.
like a doll or something. Like
Make-
quickly make a little thing.
Make a sleight of hand check because it's still kind of swaying, so it's kind of hard for you to make something. But make a sleight of hand check.
I have proficiency with wood carver's tools.
Oh, yeah. Okay, if you want to roll that, that's cool.
Do you want me to roll it? All right, hang on. I guess what is that? A D20 plus 3. Are we at 3? We're at 3. Oh my god, it's difficult. It's hard work. Please don't tell me I cut the child.
Even as it's swaying.
The wood slips from your hands and you stab the drow child in the eye.
Well, my other options are persuasion stuff, and I have an 8 in charisma, so I'm not even going to try and persuade him.
You start kind of carving into this pile of wood. It's not very pretty, and after a while, it looks kind of like the outings of like a figure, kind of like a person. Not really. It's got kind of a weird shaped head, and weird looking ears, and it almost doesn't have a face. And it's done.
I'm going to throw it away, put the dagger away, and say, Ash, do you have something that can help this child feel better with your hurugba?
It's very good. We're not gonna know it.
I hated it, so I threw it away.
Do I have anything that a child might enjoy?
Perhaps you can just help him sleep or something, huh?
No, I don't do that. What about this? And I, make a simple spell gesture and like cast a spell at Rook, and he is immediately not filthy anymore, completely clean, in an instant.
He kind of. What did she do?
I'm going to shoot Ash a filthy look, because we've already discussed this, and I'll say, she did a special trick, huh?
It was pretty cool.
Hmm.
I gotta say, it was pretty cool.
Ash, do another one.
I am not a performing.
Come on, do another one. Help the child, huh?
I
Wow.
need a spoon.
Why must you? Very well.
Can you bend this spoon? And a spoon.
Can I bend a spoon?
There is no spoon.
No. Not with magic. With my hands.
Wow.
Do you bend a spoon? There's a spoon. There's now a spoon. I am God. I can put a spoon in your hand. You find a spoon in the bed.
Okay. How strong is the spoon? Presumably not that strong, as spoons tend
Roll
to
a
be.
strength check.
Are you serious?
Are you strong enough?
Hey.
You take the spoon. You bend the spoon. He looks at you. You're so good, smart, and you're also strong. You're so cool.
Yes. Now, sit quietly over there, please.
And he kind of tears away a bit, and he sits down in bed, kind of
I have
huddles closer to
performed-
Rook.
I have performed all the distractory duties that I could possibly perform. I'm going back to reading.
I'll take my oversized robe off, and it will look ridiculous on him, but I'll put it on him so that it covers his eyes like an animal. You know, like when you're trying to calm a fucking peregrine falcon down and you cover its eyes so it doesn't freak out. And I'll put him on him and say, you see this? This helped me when I was scared. Huh? I was running away. I find this. I put it on. I jump onto a cart, and it keep me safe this whole time.
It's like a fort.
It's like a fort which you can wear and carry around. You put it on. It makes you a little bit lucky, I think.
Thank you.
I find all sorts of cool things, and I pull out like the silver sword and like shine it. I'm like, no
he can't
idea.
see it.
Yeah, I'm like, but I'm now just like saying shit to him like this. I don't know how to use this, huh? I used to have a crossbow, didn't know how to use it. You know, I killed a giant with it. And I'm just like, tell him all these things that have happened to me since I've been on this journey, because realistically, all of it is insane that I can do anything that I have been able to do because I'm not necessarily like trained super well.
Yeah, you speak to him and he calms down. It definitely helps that you talk to him with your tales. I don't know what's happening with the music. It's so fucked up. Anyway,
I'm uncomfortable not in my robe though, because it covers my swords and all my stuff that I have hidden.
Sven, Karser, and Björn, as you're on the top of the docks,
Sven's down with us, isn't he?
oh
Yes.
yes,
Yeah.
sorry.
Do I see
Sven's
Sven's
downstairs.
fucking feathers?
Roll perception check.
Oh,
Wait, when would you see it?
wait, have you covered it?
Did you
From
cover
where?
your leg?
Your leg has got a rip in it, and you've got feathers sticking out.
I did not.
You didn't cover it.
That's a 20.
Uh,
That's a 20 on my. And they're like,
As
and then
you're-
I killed a frost giant, and I
see, you see a leg sticking out under like Sven's robe, and it looks very hairy at first, but then you notice it's feathers, and it looks disturbing.
I'm gonna like head closer and be like, what the hell is up with your trousers? You have feathers in your trousers? Why would you do this? People usually get fur. I'm gonna like start pulling at a feather.
Yeah, no, I noticed that he sees it and panic. I'm like, let go. And I
This
just
is
start,
what you
like,
put in
walking-
pillows and
Walking
mattress.
away.
I'm gonna try and pull a feather. I'm trying to like
Ignoring
pull
it.
it out.
I try to pull him away.
Can I pinch? I want to pinch a
Roll
feather.
contesting athletics checks.
Oh, fuck me, fuck's sake. Never
Screw you! Get away from my leg. Let go.
Nah.
You pull him away from your leg.
No, I blow him away.
I mean, I'm
You
just trying
blow
to
him away from your leg.
I'm following him around though. Like, what is this?
You're
I'm
trying
in
to
that
hide.
room where I just can't fucking lock the
I'm
door
just
and
questioning. Why do you
Get 'em.
stuff your trousers with feathers? You should try fur. It's much better.
could
Feathers
probably-
is for pillows, huh?
Run and hide and the bathroom probably.
You
I
can't
go to
run
that
from
and
me.
lock it.
You can outstrength me. You can never outrun me.
No, I'm just
Yeah,
walking.
but he
very
pushes
fast.
him back. He pushes you back, and
You're
like,
like-
you're being able to escape.
Why would you do that? Why would he do that? Now I'm like looking at Ash. Why? Why he stuff his trousers with feathers? He is afraid of skinny legs.
There is no academic reason I can think of that a person would have feathers in their pants.
So why did he do it?
I don't know. People are weird.
Yes, they are. I say to Ash and turn around.
And the draw says, "They're very weird."
I'm just gonna sit back down and be like,
Ash is just like, why do you want me to explain everything? I don't fucking know.
honestly, I was hoping that Ash would be like, because he's a Kenku, because she's always known.
I mean, she has always known. She doesn't fucking care.
I'll sit back down with the kid and be like, anyway, I shoot this thing.
Yes, please continue.
One shot. First time I ever picked the thing up. Bang!
And
Fire
you
it.
continue
Kill a
to
frost giant.
speak
It
and
was crazy.
impress him. He's very.
I also did a triple backflip off of its
interesting.
shoulders.
He is
Have you ever
adored.
played Soggy Biscuit?
Have you ever done
Let
this?
me
sucky
try.
piece?
Let me tell
Oh,
you
no.
a terrible
No,
tale.
never talk about that. Okay, Björn and Karser. while you're still up, the storm kind of calms down a little bit. The snow falls slower, and you can see further away now. It's still stormy, and the ocean is still, the sea is still, and the waves are high. And you hear someone high up above you, probably in the sails. Hey, what is that? And you hear another one say, wait. Do you see that? And you can both roll perception checks if you want.
God.
Absolutely. I'll have to roll perception.
Oh, holy crap! That's my best perception roll so far.
All right. So Bjarni and Carcer, Bjarni, you especially, you kind of look around, and as you kind of lean to the side, you see something white and very big. As it just kind of, you hear the crunch as a huge kind of ice formation bumps right into the ship, and you hear the crack, and the entire ship just kind of pulls from the impact. It scatters through the ice, and you all have to kind of hold yourself not to fall down. You hear the crew kind of scream out, and the captain is, what is that? And you go on ice.
Ice mountain, large ice mountain.
The entire ship just kind of scatters into ice until it kind of stops. And the ship just stands still. You kind of look around. You see the kind of big ice formation to your right. And as you look down, you see thick ice covering the sea below you. It's almost like the waves themselves turned into ice in a matter of seconds.
Wow.
And further down, it's flat and covered in snow.
So the second we come to a full stop, I want to just like focus and listen and see if I can hear anybody yelling from the lower decks if there's like a breach of, like, if it's taking on water or anything like that from the ice.
You hear people kind of speaking, and you hear some cries from downstairs, but you can't make out anything. People are running around trying to assess the damage. How could this happen?
I turn back to the captain. I thought you knew where you're going.
It came out of nowhere.
I'm going to go over to I'm going to walk over to the door down to the lower decks and open it up. I'm going to say, Esh, doctor, you should probably come see this.
Very well. I head up to see what is going on.
Where bloody hell did the water go?
As
I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear it.
you walk up and you see the same thing as they do. It's almost like the entire section of the sea just froze in an instant, kind of like the waves were going up and you just hit it straight on. You'd see like the front of the ship is quite broken. It doesn't seem to be any leakage yet, but it's quite bad.
Well, it appears that the ocean has frozen. How that could happen? Instantly, I'm not sure. Magic, probably, which means that somebody knows that we're doing this, or coincidentally, we've been swept up in some kind of spell of some kind.
Magic's this strong?
The water don't look like white water.
I don't have anything that could melt ice on this scale. I could certainly try, but
We could move out on foot from here.
How far away are we from the place? Farum.
I'm gonna pull out the book.
I pull a star chart out of my bag and look up at the sky.
I guess roll. Do you have any proficiency with
No,
star charts?
not at all.
I'd say probably be nature.
Very well. 23.
Okay. From your calculations and with the help of Bjarni's map, you assess that maybe you'd think maybe half day's walk from the shore, perhaps, maybe less, maybe more. It's hard to know.
We could get off the boat, and it's probably about a half day across the ice to land. So, if we want to make a gamble that the ice is thick enough to stop the ship and thus thick enough for us to walk on, and will remain that way for a full half day's walk in that direction, then we could try that. It's going to be cold, the wind is going to be fierce, and it's going to be flat and cold.
What if this just happens like every couple of hours? It's ice, and then it's water. It's ice, then it's water. We would just fall into the cold water, no?
I'd like to make a knowledge history to know if that is the thing that could be true.
What should be true?
Whether it
This
can be ice and then...
Ocean freezing at random.
That it's natural?
Yeah.
I mean, you haven't been a lot at sea, but you'd imagine that maybe it could happen, maybe not. It's very hard to know. It's very, very phenomena, at least.
Unlikely.
I don't want to walk on it.
Then we sit on this ship and we see what happens.
Well, I guess that settles it. I'm going to throw my helmet on, and I'm gonna throw one of the ladders, I guess, that they use for, lowering into the water over the side of the boat. And I'm gonna climb down under the ice.
What about the people? I shout at Bjorn. We take them all onto the ice? He's dangerous.
Well, I doubt this ice is gonna thaw anytime soon. It's best we get inland.
Very well.
You throw down the ladder, kind of trying to get in a good position where you can actually go down on the flat ice and not on this spiky wave-like structures of ice. You climb down, kind of having to hold yourself down. It's still very slippery. You step down. You probably hold the ladder. It seems to take your weight. And as you kind of walk forward, your feet kind of swoops away the newly laid snow that is on the ice, and you can kind of see down. And as you look down, a huge shadow kind of slithers under the ice. And that's just where we're gonna end this session.
Jesus.
No.
No.
Just
No.
kill my character now, and then
No.
the next
Dragon time.
No. I was like, it's not really an ancient white dragon. There's no fucking way that we've just stumbled into its fucking lair. There's no fucking way that we're gonna fuck this. Well then,
Like, all I'm gonna say is that to see something like a shadow to that extent through ice thick enough that you can stand on,
It's bad.
like that's bad.
That's bad.
'Cause
That's
ice that thick is
TPK next week, everyone. Don't forget to tune in for the death of everyone on the entire ship.
I got my rapier. It's cool.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Oh
Actually.
yeah,
We're good.
Oh,
We're good.
sure.
Yeah, we'll be
Never use that again.
Just haste me, and I'll run away from it.
And you'll tell the story.
Well, thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Let's do a few little shout outs before we finish the stream there. Starting with Iron Chef Bobby Flail.
Suddenly
Hi.
Irish.
Suddenly, yeah. I'm Archer Bobby Flail here on Twitch. Follow me. I stream early in the morning. I'm playing Mass Effect, doing a blind playthrough, super evil. So yeah, drop by the stream tomorrow morning for that. And had a lot of fun here tonight playing Bjorn. Hopefully we don't die next week, but honestly, I'm like the way I'm thinking about it is that if we ran into a fucking frost giant like day 1 or like day 2 of actually playing this campaign, we're probably fucked. That's like an ancient, like super legendary dragon that's gonna come up and literally eat
Dude,
us.
I love ancient super legendary dragons.
Oh, yeah.
And that's exactly what terrifies me because we're probably going to face one. I feel like Charlie loves them as well. So anyway, follow everybody here. Thank you guys so much for watching. And
It's Odin the dragon.
It's Odin.
It's
The
Odin
drag.
the dragon.
Hello, I am Odin.
Hello,
I am
everyone.
also a dragon.
My name is Odin, and I'm here to tell you about the good word of the Lord Jesus Christ. Man.
That's actually cultural appropriation.
Oh my God,
I
you're
think you should
culturally
stop that.
appropriated.
Oh no!
Distracted Elf, where can people come and culturally appropriate you?
You can come and steal all my culture over at twitch.tv/distractedelf or on Twitter @distractedelf. Been playing Bloodborne a lot recently, and I've in a bunch of other tabletop campaigns and so forth. You can follow me on Twitter. It's the easiest way.
Hell yeah, I will do that. I promise.
Brad, you already follow me on Twitter.
Unfollowed. Who's next on there? Mr. Penny Punch.
Yes. http://twitch.tv/ponypunch _punch. That's me.
He's
I'm
Swedish.
Yeah, I'm Swedish. I'm role-playing in R currently. I role-play a French drone. You get peep in the books.
Did you
And
say
I
you,
do-
did you say you roleplay a French dragon?
No, a French guy. I'm a Lord Jerome.
Oh, okay.
And Wednesdays I do music, which is tomorrow. So, you know, do that thing. I don't play Wonderwall. Thanks, this was fun. Let's not die next time. You say that every time, though, so it loses its edge. You
Well,
know?
that we're gonna die.
Yeah.
Well, this time we will.
Listen, we have Rook in our party. We can never lose our edge.
That's a good one. Remember, Distracted Elf for comedy like that. And Pony Punch for Swedish music, where he only plays
For just Swedish music.
Du
though.
Gamla and Smorgrudena
God.
are two of his most popular songs to play.
ABBA. What about ABBA?
Yeah.
No.
Chicka-chan, chicka-chan, chicka-chan,
ABBA's not
chicka-chan.
fucking music.
Yeah, it's not.
Now everyone sing along with me. Smorgrudena, smorgrudena, du lustig av att se.
It's summer.
Okay. Ooh, ah, kak, kak, ooh, ah, kak, kak, ooh, ah, kak, 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 kak. Peachy Pixel 8, where can people follow you for Midsummer Festival fun?
What the fuck was that?
Smorgrudena, don't you ever go to Midsummer in Sweden?
No.
You know, not recently at least.
You are
I'm
missing
obviously
out.
rusty. If you like D&D, follow me because I'm in like 5 shows a week. I also stream. I do pointless playthroughs and make the game more difficult for myself, by myself,
Correct.
by myself, for myself, and for the people. That's what I do. Also, I'm Swedish.
No, you're not.
If you're a doctor, I'm fucking Swedish, son.
I love how triggered Pony gets like every freaking time.
Let me see your passport. All right.
Look how white I am. I am.
Let me see your passport.
Yeah, sure. I left it in the cart.
Left at IKEA.
Yeah, next to some meatballs on a table.
Sega. Charlie, where
Did
can...
Bobby say your thing?
What the fuck?
Did you say your outro?
Who?
Yeah, you started.
You.
Oh, I.
You. It's your
I'm
turn.
mindfucked. Oh no.
Do it. Do it.
Sorry. Hi, I'm Charlie. I DM and this campaign. I hope you liked it. Thank you for watching, chat, and everyone else, and thank you for playing, my beautiful players. I just need to say that. You can find me on Tilla Sager on Twitter, and thanks for watching.
Great
That was
job.
great.
Gonna start streaming next.
Maybe.
Hell,
Maybe tomorrow.
Maybe
No,
right after this
tomorrow.
stream.
I'll
I
find
feel like
my
she's been saying
way.
that since we started doing this. Maybe I'll stream soon.
Maybe.
Like hasn't happened.
Maybe I'm doing it, but maybe not on your site.
She's
Maybe.
already
Ooh.
streaming. She's on stream.me.
My free cam.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I was gonna say, oh, not on our site. Okay.
Yeah, get on that. Get on that
YouTube
YouTube
streaming.
gaming.
Crotch cam.
How about you, Brad? What do you do?
I also stream on Chatterbait. So I'll see you there.
We're partnered.
We're
Partnered.
partnered, yeah. Subscribe. I don't. It would be a waste of time. No one would watch that. But if you do want to watch more shit that I'm in, then Fractured Worlds returns this week. We had a hiatus, so if you're wondering about where that was, that comes back this week. Friday, we're on Henley's stream with Charlie and Peachy. We do a Star Wars thing, which is just pure bant. Sunday, we have Storm King's Thunder on the Brotato channel, which will, I think, be his solo D&D, because he's doing his final Ascendance episode tonight, so that ends tonight, which means he's only got that other one. Yeah, you can always come back here next week. Same time, same place. Up to shop. This is what Emma sounds like. It's what Emma's family sounds like. That's from Yorkshire. Right, fucking bastards they are up into Yorkshire.
Bastards.
This is what Emma sounds like.
That is what she's supposed to
The
sound like.
most unattractive voice.
The
I can
worst thing in the world, yeah. But where she's from, it's what they sound like up there. Right? Bunch of bastards. Snore. Anyway, whatever. I'm
That's
fucking
very nice.
tired. These fucking
No.
these pills are killing me. So
These
hopefully we'll be back.
people are
next week.
just making you crazy.
So we'll see you next week. Thank you again for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you later. The Jamaican is back. Hear me now. I am
Joppa cake.
like a lion.
Bye.
Soggy biscuit. See you next week.
Sorry.